start stream. And this is a weekly game, so I mean it's been going on for quite a while, and we don't have lives. My excuse is I can't get laid, so there you go. All right, so welcome back to the campaign, and we are back in the Dalelands. Now, if you guys might or might not remember, last week they went to one of the three prime planes that they needed to in order to collect the items that are needed in order for the incantation as well as the artifact to break the obsidian force shield. So they've already collected two of the four needed books, and then now there are three or two other gateways that need to be investigated. So I have the lights on, so I guess all the guys can see it. All right, there's one gate here, and there's another gate here. They've already been through the first gate, and that's where they went to this island planet that they didn't really investigate, which is fine. Again, it's really up to the guys on how they want to do things. But again, they have two gates that they have to try to find the books. All right, well that's enough of that. I think the guys know what the hell is going on, so I'll let them start talking about what they're going to be doing. Let me turn on some jams. All right, guys.
Right,
so what's the plan?
I'm still here. Who is the Orisis is the guy that's not around anymore.
Yeah. Where is that guy?
He's right under my character. Which is now unfused. I had fusion, and it doesn't last forever. I want to use this power I just got. I think, and I want to know. So the power will let me basically give me knowledge of some subject, or like the answer to a riddle, or like information about a place, a person, or an object. And so I was wondering if it'll tell me generally what's behind the gate. Here, I'll link the power in the chat, DM.
Are you talking about what I was trying to do last week, which is analyze portal? I think that's. Well, let's just look at the spell. All right. Power. Oh, I've never heard of that one. All right. So here, make a fast deduction, pattern, memory. Well, for one thing, you know that the gate is silver, which tells you that it's a prime material gate. You can reasonably make a statement about a person, place, or a knowledge. However, the knowledge is in fact the result of rigorous logical others take digging. It sounds a lot like commune or augury. Is that not correct?
Sort of, but it's a bit better in that it's a significantly more accurate and detailed.
All right.
It gives you basically knowledge about like a conclusion as far as where something is, what something is. Information about it.
Yeah. The other thing that differentiates this, if you read to the bottom of the end, he can use it as an immediate action to give himself a plus 20 bonus on a knowledge check.
All right. Well, that's correct. But just knowing that he knows that this is a gateway to a different plane wouldn't actually let him know what plane it would be. So unless you have a spell that says this plane goes into the ethereal plane, or it goes into the inner magma plane, or things like that, which I think is a spell that is needed to actually tell you where this gate is going to. So yeah, you do get the plus 20, but just making a deduction on just looking at this gate is not going to tell you where it goes. So you're going to need Analyze Portal if I'm not incorrect on that. All right, so yeah, but that's if you want to use this particular spell, that's gonna be fine with me. You just get a +20 on your knowledge checks.
Yeah, but the knowledge check couldn't tell me where it goes.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, correct.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna need specifically Analyze Portal if I am not mistaken on that.
All right. So is this spell just like an augury then? It doesn't do what everybody told me it does, which is tell me everything. Augury. What does augury do?
It basically lets you commune with the gods, and they kind of give you a
They
yes.
give you a yes or no answer.
Yeah.
Dude, hypercognition is really powerful, but it's not like you can just, have no knowledge about something and then just kind of poof, information comes to you. You know what I mean?
It would be like make a knowledge planar check, like a 54, and you're like, well, I gotta.
The idea with hypercognition is that even if you have like a little bit of information, even common knowledge, so you don't even really have to roll a knowledge check. I mean, you could rule it that way, but essentially it just kind of like lets you just, boom, no information.
Well, I mean, doesn't the spell
Based on what you already know, it lets you kind of come to conclusions you basically otherwise wouldn't be able to, despite your level of intelligence or whatever.
Well, I mean, doesn't the bottom +20 specifically just give you a bonus? It doesn't.
No, that's an additional ability it has, DM.
Intelligence may be required to obtain inside. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, but yeah, it basically mazes, riddles, stray bits of information. But again, if you don't, because gateways go to a million different places. There's no way this one spell would be able to pinpoint where exactly one of the gateways goes. So again, let's.
There's multiple spells you could use to see on the other side of it. The primary one is Analyze Portal.
Analyze Portal is
Alright.
what you're looking for.
So if I sent my psi crystal through, then I could use the power to tell me what plane it's looking at.
Well, you already know it's silver, so that you already know it goes to another material plane. You don't even have to roll for that because it's common knowledge. So you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, probably the best use for it would be figuring out what the purpose of this trifecta of portals is, based on the knowledge that you do have about what the Illithids are doing and, what books they've taken. I could see something like that working. But
Yeah, but I think we already know that they're. Well.
Do we really though? Like, that's the thing.
Well, the Rattlings went up that way. I don't know. I don't know who went this way. So.
Also, I think we were about to rest, so since that other guy left, I'll join you near that portal.
All right.
Correct. So yeah, technically you guys are basically just needing to just collect the last remaining items to just get the hell out of here. Now, you do know that I mentioned that one of them went to the Rattling world, the other one went to the Mind Flayer world, and the other one, if I'm not mistaken, it was an elemental plane. So, correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. But again, I'm pretty.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, yeah, my microphone was fucked up or something.
All right. So again, there, and you know this because of the bodies that you've seen scattered about, which again are the Rattlings, the humans, and the Mind Flyers that took maybe a couple of fireballs to the face, things like that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of bodies down here so you guys get the idea.
So, is this the mind? Is there any way I know if this is the Mind Flayer one, or what was the other one you mentioned?
Elemental.
Yeah, is there... Can I send my Psi Crystal through and see if it looks like an elemental plane?
You can do whatever you feel like.
Alright, I'm gonna send my
Wait,
Psi
Be
Crystal...
careful.
Did
you know,
we-
it's
did
that
we-
you're rolling dice if you're just sending a construct of little HP through to some random place.
Does he care about it?
Yeah, I don't think you can... There's no way rules is written to get a Psi Crystal back.
Really?
Short of, I think, retaking the feat.
No, you can construct one. I believe it just takes a while.
Oh. Well.
I think what you're thinking about is that there's no penalty associated with it, or
Yeah,
like
there's no penalty like when you lose it.
I don't. Is there even like a cooldown for it, like familiar?
No,
I
there
don't think
really
there
isn't. It's not
Yeah.
like an animal companion or something. He'll just need to construct another one.
Anyways, I was gonna ask, were we gonna rest first, or did we already do that last session? I forgot.
Mr. New Guy, if you have some input, if you have some ideas, feel free to just say, hey, what do you guys think of doing this? Yeah, it's not gonna.
Like I said, I'm pretty much just watching and get a better understanding.
No
When-
problemo. All right. So you see a couple of dead bodies here. Now, the reason a majority of them are leaving to their homeworld is because there are mind flyers, and this is, you guys already deduced this. You know that the mind flyers are the puppet masters, I guess you can call it, that are basically calling the shots. And again, I think you guys already figured that out from going to the different planes. All right, so you notice that there are no rattlings that are here. So you're probably thinking to yourself, well, there are no elementals. There are no rattlings. So maybe this is the homeworld to the mind flyers. Yeah, there you go. Now,
I'm excited, guys. I want to kill some mind flyers.
all right,
Yeah,
well,
like really, for all you really kind of need to do is just do a psychic reformation and get another psych crystal.
Another Psi what?
Another psychic reformation and just reapply the feat and get a new one.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. That's the only way I think you can get another one. I think like one of the third-party books like gave a way to get like a construct one, but like in like core there it doesn't really say anything.
I don't think we rested at the end of last.
Yeah.
No, I left before you. I think you guys were done.
Oh.
Yeah.
We
So
were late.
DM, did we rest or are we resting now?
no. We were talking shit, and Xanos just dropped, and that was it.
All right. Well, can we rest here?
Right. Well, let's just say 8 hours passed. Actually, I do have to roll for encounters. All right, so let me go ahead and roll for encounters.
Yeah, get your psycho ported shelters up or whatever.
All right. All right, so yeah, no encounters. Everything's cool. The place is blissfully quiet. Throughout the caverns, which are very large, the glistening of the fairy fire throughout this area makes you wonder about what life is all about. I don't know why I said that, but hey, makes for some philosophical discussions. All right, so no encounters. The next, it's 8 hours later. The vast caverns are empty, and nothing seems to be happening. All right, so you already deduced again that the elementals were helping out the mind flyers as well as the rattlings, and you notice that one of the gates have a vast amount of more elementals than the others. So you figure that, okay, well, maybe the planes, is where these particular beings are going towards. The problem is that if you know anything of, well, you guys will probably make your knowledge planar checks, is that if you do go to the elemental planes, more than likely there's not going to be any air. And again, the only reason I'm mentioning all this is because you're going to make your planar knowledge checks, because again, you guys have very high planar checks. So don't really know anything other than the elemental planes. Could be water, could be earth, could be what's it? Water, earth. I can't remember the other, but you get the idea.
Air and fire.
Air and fire. There you go.
All right, I rolled a 37 on it, the check.
All right. Well, there's the water, earth, and fire. Air and fire. Yeah. So you take your pick, whatever you think.
Wait, I thought we established that this portal went to the material plane.
This portal does go to the material plane. It's silver. This portal is definitely not material. It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what the elemental is. Maybe it's like a shit brown color. I'm not 100% sure. So. All right. Well, you have two options for tonight, fellas: material plane or elemental plane. Those are your two options.
Let's go to. I vote for the material one.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that sounds good. I vote for that.
Yeah.
We've really wants to fight mind flayers. He doesn't like them.
Well, I think it's just a good idea too because it's sort of the last one in the tunnel, so it's easier to choke things off with the portals if we save number 3 for last.
All right. All right. Well, there you go. We're going to be going to the element. Are you guys going towards through the gates now, or are you going to get ready? Or
I'm gonna cast some powers here.
Yeah.
So
I cast my buffs on my character sheet.
Alright, triad spell. Let's see. Let me get the duration of this one here before we guys go on.
Oh, everybody
It's a
gets a Hero's Feast.
what does that do again?
Bunch of shit.
Yeah. Morale stuff.
Not just morale, I believe it's poison and fear immunity too.
Gives you a little bit of temporary hit points, which I should actually roll for. One sec. Okay, as we consume our massive morning feast, because none of us have ever heard of portion control. Immune to poison, immune to fear, +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and will saves, and 1d8 +10 temporary hit points. So 15 temporary hit points. And I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be back.
All right. So let me go ahead and put you guys in this new area.
Let's see. 3 of us are gonna get. 3 of you guys are getting this spell.
All right, I typed it in chat. Fusion extended, Stygian Veil extended, Vigor, Biofeedback. Can someone put themselves on mute?
It's Xeno.
All right. Well, we
It's
got
the guy who said he was going to be back, so.
All right. Well.
Other than Xenos, who is here?
I'm here.
So we got Weave and Cannon. Alright, Xenos, Cannon, and Weave, you get that benediction spell. Read up on it. I'm not describing it again. It's gonna last for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
All right. All right. Well, you guys are basically looking through the portal, the prime portal. You guys do decide on going through. One of you guys sticks his hand through. He looks he looks at the other guys and says, "Well, better now, or uh, what's it? What's that?
I can't hear you, DM.
Well, let's wait till Xano comes back." So
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's really annoying. Yeah, it sure is. All right, Mister.
Is there a way to mute him on your end, DM?
No, I mean I don't know how. If you can tell me how.
If you guys were in Discord, you'd probably be able to mute him, but Skype does not have that function.
Yeah. I mean, you could end the call and recall.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I don't think he'll.
Well, no, you don't have to end the call. You can just end his call.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. All right, so he'll be back. He knows. He'll probably think, hey, something happened to my Skype. All right, so let's go ahead and have you guys in the new area. All right, so you guys teleport through this.
What?
What was the question? Somebody had a question.
I can't hear you. My ears are still ringing.
Oh, I see. All right, so this is what happens. You guys travel through the gate, the actual gate. Let me go ahead and put the gate there. Now, what you're actually looking through is some sort of a almost like a midnight setting where the moon is highly more bright than usual than in the Earth. So imagine a full moon, but twice the brightness. So you're looking at a perpetual midnight full moon planet. As far as what the time schedule is like, maybe 12 hours of bright moonlight and then 12 hours of complete darkness. You don't know. But at this time, it is a bright moonlight. And again, everything's somewhat tranquil. You are seeing that there is the mainland in this direction here. Now, it's a little bit too it's too far away for you to make out what the hell is going on the other side of the of this particular ruin or island or whatever you want to call it. But the place is pretty much teeming with very large insects that are traveling. I'll put the insects there in a second. Did we get Xanos? Yeah, we got it back. All right, so Xanos is back.
Yeah, I'm here.
So, as I was saying, you were in a moon, like a very bright moonlit prime material plane. You don't know the specifics of how long the moonlight is going to last, but it's good enough to where you can make out, 120 feet or whatever it is that you have. So the guys that have 120 feet, you can see 120 feet. The guys that don't. But I think all of you guys have maybe 60 to 100 feet, so it's not something you have to worry about. All right, so I'm gonna keep the lights on because I want the new guy to see, and I already know that you guys all have some sort of dark vision, so I'm not gonna make a thing about it. All right, so again, you are looking at the mainland, which is to the east, which is again this way, and you can't make out what's on the mainland other than something is definitely over there due to the fact that there's some sort of a campfire that is definitely, and some noises, almost like some tribal noises. Don't know well, if you, more than likely one of you guys has comprehend languages, which I'm pretty sure somebody does. Is that correct? Yes or no? If
I have tongues.
I think tongues only lets you, if I'm not mistaken, is that only you? What?
Tongues is everything.
Okay. Well, you
speak and understand.
All right. Well, you are definitely hearing some sort of weird incantations, almost like a I don't know if you follow Call of Cthulhu, you get those gurgling Cthulhu and Shakkoth, and those types of names that are pretty much loud enough to where you can hear that they're
All right, so bad shit.
Well, yeah. Again, if you follow, Call of Cthulhu, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Right, so Kara says to the group, we need to get over there and stop what they're doing. They're conducting some incantation.
Now, the people that are across the ruin don't necessarily know that you guys have just went through the gate. So you're not going to assess that there's that's what's happening. And again, that you guys are underneath a ruin. Now, when you guys stick your head out and look up into the starlight, or where the moonlight is, you definitely see some demons flying overhead. They're far enough to where they don't really give a shit about you guys, but they're flying as though they're almost like common as birds. So, if you think birds are common, these demons are common, and they're just kind of flying around. So,
DM, I can detect dragons within 10 miles. Do I detect any dragons?
you definitely detect dragons, definitely. Is that only living or undead? Not exactly sure.
It doesn't really say. It just says dragons. And it
probably
links
means
to dragon
type,
type.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it links to dragon type on the SRD.
All right, so undead and living, correct?
I think so. But
Well,
like an super type or something like that.
Well, you definitely know that whether they're undead or dead, you are definitely the presence are pretty much all around you. Now, can you detect them beneath the surface, or through the ground? Is that you can?
It says the orb. The owner of the orb knows whether there are dragons within 10 miles at all times.
Right. But
And
just-
if they're gold dragons, it doesn't say. It's kind of open. It just says if it's like a gold, if it's within 1 mile of the orb's variety, so that's a gold dragon, then I can detect its exact location and age.
I'm gonna say you can. Well, I'm gonna
Here,
say
let me link it to you so you can see what I'm seeing.
Right. The only thing I care about is, do you know that there's shadow dragons? Shadow dragons are underneath the earth, so I would assume yes. Let's just go with yes, because
Okay.
yeah, let's just go with yes. You definitely know that there's a presence of within your radius, which is the 10 miles. There's at least 12 present, but you're talking about 10 miles. It's 10 miles is pretty large.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just wondering,
Yeah.
because I can detect them now. Okay. There are dragons here. But I don't know where they are. It appears there's shadow dragons in this area.
Well, no, I said shadow dragons as an example to dragons
Okay.
underneath the earth.
I know there's dragons around, maybe somewhere.
Yeah, there's shadow dragons. There's Draco liches. There's a couple of other dragons that live underneath the earth. So, all right. Well, you get the idea. All right. So again, you do see these flying creatures overhead as common as you would see, a crow in the middle of your backyard or whatever. I don't know if that's common for you, but usually there's a lot of crows where I live. That's because I'm Satan. No, I'm kidding. All right, so, all right. Well, what's the deal, guys? You want to make it to the mainland, figure out what the fuck these Cthulhu worshippers are doing, and then you have to find the book.
Can I use the hypercognition thing to determine like what god or goddess the Cthulhu chants are for?
Correct. That would require a that would help you with the mind flyer thingamajig. Let me bring up the thingamajig.
I think we've already identified the Mind Flayer god a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Illicene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that those are her worshippers or something.
You are
probably.
You're definitely in you know, I guess you can compare it to where's that Muslim place where all the Muslims hang out? I forget.
Mecca.
Yeah, this is the mecca of the mind flower world. So
Oh man.
I'm just gonna let you know that make a knowledge apparition is a dungeoneering check.
Dungeoneering.
Yeah. You might
Okay.
yeah. If you're in the mind flower world, there's definitely things that you're gonna have to be on the lookout for. So
Okay.
yeah, let me give you the.
All right. I'll modify it with that power there. Okay.
All right.
It's a 54.
Well, yeah, that's definitely way high. You know that more than likely there's going to be mucho plenty, or not mucho plenty, but there's going to be a badass elder brain somewhere close by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you know that the elder brain is hardcore 25 CR, so that might
All right.
probably maybe doesn't mean that the book is with Mr. Elder Brain. That doesn't mean that at all. But you are in a mind flyer world, so there's definitely there has to be an Elder Brain.
I'm gonna try to
around.
dominate him.
Well, yeah, when you see him, you can knock yourself out.
Life goals. Okay. So do we know? I guess we need to figure out what general direction to go in. I guess we can start with that group of chanting people. Do we just want to go attack them, or what does everyone want to do?
Well,
Galrus already suggested that we should go stop them because they're conducting some kind of ritual that is probably bad.
well, let's. Okay, you guys don't have a problem with Elder Brains, right? Everything's cool with Elder Brain. Not a problem.
We're humans, so they want to eat us.
No,
So-
just coming up against.
I
one
mean,
that's
it's
pretty-
really strong, but I think it's something we can maybe. Well, I don't know what everyone thinks.
Well, look, you made your knowledge and nature check. So this is where you're gonna break out your handy dandy tome of I used to know these things. I studied them when I was in the library or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
make
should
skill.
tell the party. So yeah. So Weave says there is likely a psionic elder brain here,
I think.
and
Real fast, they're not gonna know what you're talking about, so you're gonna have to give them specifics. Specifics is gonna be Lord of Madness, page 142. So just
Galrus knows what he's talking about.
well,
He might have to.
I'm just letting you know because I don't want to hear about
yeah, let me-
how I'm screwing you guys with stuff you should have. known.
Kanan's gonna recommend some battle tactics. He wants to slip into the water like a fucking Navy SEAL and come up, sneak up on these guys.
Actually, it's not 142. It's 144. Anyway, there's a lot. There's some stuff there. Anyway, you know what you're doing. I don't want to harp on it too much, but
I wanna brain switch with the elder brain so I can be an elder brain too.
all right. Well, I don't think you've read what the Elder Brain can do. By the way.
Okay, so the elder brain is super powerful. It can use assimilate, which is an instant kill power with a DC 28. It can use microcosm, which is a similar, like a AOE or just auto kill. It has insanity. These are all pretty high saves. Mind Seed would kill you not immediately, but eventually, unless you. Well, anyways, has psionic greater teleport, and it has true metabolism, which I think gives like fast healing 10. It has disintegrate and a bunch of stuff. It has shatter mind blank. So if you have mind blank and you're using that to not die to its other stuff, it'll shatter your mind blank.
Yeah, Shatter Mind Blank sucks. I'm not worried about that.
What about?
And
Well, it might suck for you. What about the rest of the people?
No, Shatter Mind Blank just is a shit power. You have to roll a Dispel check. It's Dispel Magic, except it only works on Mind Blank. I don't even know why they printed it.
Ah,
well, regardless, it's there. It is a what is this? Mass Cloud Mind, which is like an invisibility, I think, effect. Anyways, it has blind sight. Yeah, it's a badass monster. I'm not gonna lie. And I think it has really high armor class. Well, I don't know what really high for Kanan is, since he does like stupid amounts of damage, but
Well, look,
it has
it's gonna have
pretty
some.
high spell resistance.
It's definitely gonna have some minions around it, and that's not giving away too much knowledge, because of course, Elder Brains have slaves that are going to be around it, and again, that's common knowledge. It's not something I'm giving
All
away.
right. All right, so I think the battle plan, I don't know. I think
Navy SEALs, Navy SEALs.
can we try to steal it again? I don't know. That well, we don't know if it has the book. So I think I don't know. Maybe we can leave and come back, or I don't know what people think. Like I think we could probably deal with it.
Alrighty. Well, it's your call. Again, you are looking at this midnight planet, I guess, and you're starting to get the vibe that this is a Cthulhu type of planet that is not cool. Not cool at all.
Yeah, I think we should. What is it? A pop side? Doesn't that delete psionic powers? Isn't that like the psionic version of disjunction?
You delete 1d4 powers permanently from the planet. Yeah. Well, 1d powers. Well, that's not that bad. You specify, and there is a power resistance. So it's also there's a fort save for it. Well, let me just give you the link.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Well, it's also mind affecting, which is important. So.
So again, it's your call. You're technically getting a lot of information from where you're
All right,
at.
I'm in a Weave really wants to kill a psionic elder brain. That's like a goal of his in his life personally. So Weave is tells everyone there is probably a psionic brain, elder brain here, and I think we should go try to kill it, if for no other reason than it will likely have the book, or we will probably figure out how to get the book after killing it.
Well, you don't know if it has a book or the artifact, but regardless if it has one or the other, you still need the item.
Yeah.
We got to get the big bug. This is Starship Troopers. Let's go.
Okay. So yeah, so do we know, I guess let me think if there's a way that I can figure out where to go. I have scrying. Does scrying, would that tell me where the book is?
I think you have to scry a creature,
Yeah,
and
it only works
has like
when
an
it's
hour
green.
cast time.
Yep,
Oh.
it does.
Yeah, and you also would have to have seen or have an idea of who the creature was.
You don't technically need it, but they take good bonuses if you do it blind.
Aye.
Well, if you've never seen them and you don't have anything of theirs, then you just can't scry them at all.
Well, you can.
It's
They
something.
get a plus 15 to resist it.
No, it's in the scrying spell that if you have no association and no connection to the creature, that you can't scry them.
Does the book that we already have do anything when we come in? Does it like glow or something, or point to the other books?
No, all the books is each incantation is done by one of the scholars. So one says abra, the other one says cadabra, and the other one touches the force shield, and it goes away. Well, there's 4 syllables to the whole thing, but you get the idea.
All right.
Yeah, 4 syllables.
All right, I'm out of ideas. What does that other people think? Should we just go kill all these people up ahead and then from there, like, try to figure out where to go?
I mean, he would have. Wouldn't he be having secondhand knowledge though if he knows it's here somewhere?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. You tell
Which
me.
would mean he can scry it, but you're still gonna get bonuses with the ass.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Selvin, you got any ideas? Oh, he's probably in the chat.
Me? My idea was to fucking slip into the water here and just, swim our way to wherever we need to go. Try to remain undetected for as long as possible.
I'm
Well-
not a good swimmer.
Well, here's the thing.
I still think we should kill these cultists doing this incantation.
yeah, let's just kill the cultists and figure out what to do from there.
Right, but we should sneak up on them is what I'm saying.
Okay. Are they in the water here?
No,
They're
there's-
on the other side.
Yeah, the land is here. Landfall. Or the beach, I guess you could call it.
Alright.
Now, these things are basically just pillars of a ruined, some sort of a, well, not a Colosseum, but one of those Greek temples.
Cool. These things are temples?
No,
Or statues?
these are Brocs. These are flying Brocs. These are pillars that are coming from the water, from a long forgotten Greek temple. So, if you want to,
Do we have any shadow power or something? Like, we're probably gonna alert those Varroks if we just go running out there. We do Navy SEAL stuff with Kanan.
all right, I'm not going to make you roll a spot check because I know you're going to make it. But you do see these, or not bubbles, but these almost. Well, it's basically like if there was a bubble, it would pop, and it basically just comes out of the from the ocean, I guess you could say. So, like some sort of a turbulence coming from the water, and it's pretty much random. So, say for example, there's a little turbulence here, or a little bubble.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty much coming around.
Right.
Yeah. So again,
Sure.
if you
Maybe it's better to fly over it. So I could turn into a pixie and fly over it so I don't get attacked by a sea kraken or something.
well, flying or swimming,
Yeah.
you already know about the Brock, so I don't know what to
Yeah, but well, I'd be invisible, so I mean, if they have like superior, super duper, I don't know how high up in the air they are, like blind sense.
Well,
I think they just have see invisibility.
Oh, I don't know. Well, anyways, do you want to try killing the Varroks first? Like, come on, guys. Like, what do you want to do? Otherwise,
I've already said what I want to do like 5 times.
Okay. All right. I'll go in the water. I'll shapeshift into the Styx dragon, which could swim in the water, and I'll go in the water.
all right. So
Again,
yeah, go ahead.
Kelris, Kanan, and we've.
I'm now large, by the way, DM.
Oh, you're not large?
No, I am large now.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're the pixie, right?
Yeah. Well, no. I turned into a Styx dragon, so I'm in the water.
Oh, okay.
Because we're gonna Navy SEALs it.
I got you. All right, so he is. No, that's not you, right? I forgot where.
No,
you
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. All right, so he's large. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna stick my trolls back in my enveloping pit, and I guess I'll manifest invisibility sphere and start flying across the water.
All right. Now I did mention that this is like a full moon, except it's brighter. So they're definitely going to see you guys flying because on a full moon you could see pretty well.
I used invisibility sphere.
Oh, okay.
I'm naturally invisible.
All right, got that. All right, so
With his invisibility sphere, Kanan will go and dive into the water by weave, and he'll look around.
Oh boy. Yeah. Pro tip: invisibility doesn't help you in water.
You know what? It's still active.
Kanan is gonna be alright, guys. I have a lot of faith in Kanan.
I have freedom of movement and water breathing, so I can just fuck around down here.
all right, so if you are in the water, just pretty much just give yourself some sort of a symbol. Yeah, if you're flying, put the flying thing on yourself, and then everybody else who doesn't have the flying thing, I know that you're in the water. All right, so the water is, again, you guys are in the darkness, and the water is pretty murky. So from the water, you definitely can feel something touch your leg, and this is only the people that are in the water.
I can detect everything in a 30-foot radius, though,
Oh, okay. Well, you definitely.
regardless of how dark it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, you definitely. As soon as you get in the water, you within 30 feet is probably it's probably enough time for you to since this thing can travel faster than 30 feet. By the time it got to you, it would have touched your leg. I don't know if I'm making if I'm saying that right, but
It would have been in the same round.
yeah, correct. All right, so I'll go ahead and put my guy on here, and then you can tell me what you want to do. So again, it's basically just touching your leg, whoever's in the water. Everybody else is just flying overhead, hoping the Brocs, which don't have sea invisibility, are not really noticing you guys. All right, but let me see if they have sense, by the way. Well, they're far enough away too. It would probably be a problem. All right, well, you have a free action to do what you want. You definitely know there's 2 to 3 things close to you, Mister. I can detect 30 feet around me. You have a free round to do something. It's your call.
Since there's definitely something down here, Kanan will grab Weave and he will pull him up with him out of the water and start flying.
All right. Well, that's a lot of things for a surprise round. You can only yeah. That's you have one.
Oh, it's surprise round. Okay.
Yeah, it touched you.
Oh, I didn't realize it was. I didn't realize it was combat. I thought you were saying we had like time before anything happened.
Something touched your leg. You have a standard. So, and then we're gonna roll, and you could maybe get out of here. You more than likely will because I'll probably gonna roll. My initiative is gonna be real shitty, as usual. So yeah. You have a standard. What's your standard?
Since I'm right next to Weave, would grabbing him count as a free action, and then just pull him up with me?
I think that I can get out. I think that I can. How far away is this? Here. I think I can just swim fast enough away.
Well, it's your call, dude. If you guys are close,
is it 105 feet to the coast? How far is it to the coast?
It's what you see. It's basically at the edge. Yeah, 105 feet.
All right. Well, I could swim 60 feet, and so isn't a full run like double movement?
Well, swimming, as you might or might not
4
know,
times.
is half your movement. So
yeah, but I have a swim speed because I'm a Styx dragon.
Oh, that's right. Well, it's your call, dude. You can.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just foot it over to the.
But since it's a surprise round. Can you change your standard to a movement? I thought it was only a standard that you can do on the surprise round.
Yeah, you can always take a standard action as a move. So
He
Okay,
just can't
well-
run though. He can just move up to his swim speed.
Okay. Well, in that case, I can use temporal acceleration as a swift action. That gives me a turn, and then I can use that turn to use 2 moves.
well, we'd have to roll initiative to know who went first in the surprise round, anyways. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All right. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me roll initiative here.
all right. So these guys are swimming, and let me go ahead and put my guys in there.
Why isn't my initiative button around? Did I lose it?
All right. So.
Uh.
Bow. If I'm not mistaken, black dragons like to swim. All right. Well, there we go.
they do.
There you go.
Oh man, I can dominate one of them. Or I
Oh.
can try to dominate one of them.
I mean, unless you beat my initiative, dude, I'm pulling you out of the water. So
Yeah, but alright. Well, anyways, I can't find the initiative button. It has vanished from my screen. Can someone
it
assist?
should be on your character sheet, even if you can't get it by selecting your token.
Let's
So when you
see.
select your token, click the cursor, and then there's initiative to the right. I don't know,
okay.
at least that's how it is on mine.
Well, I don't think you have it on the arrow. Are you sure? Because I see it when I click on weave, it comes up. Maybe you don't have it on the blue arrow up at the top.
Blue arrow.
You know the.
So I used to have it on the screen. It was just a like white box, like my macros,
Yeah.
and I just click it from there, and now it's not there.
Huh.
I don't know what's going on.
Let me tell you what. Let me put another guy in there, and you could try it again. Let me put a new guy. Weave. All right, try that guy. See if it works. Does that guy work? This guy over here.
No. Oh yes, yes. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know what happened, but there we go. All right.
All right, so yeah, you rolled a shitty initiative, so that's good. Good for me. All right, so we got ooh, fuck. It's a tiebreaker there. All right, so all right, and of course, if you guys start making too much of a hootenanny or too much of a I don't know what the hick word for a big big shebang. A lot of noise is what I'm trying to say. You're going to attract the attention of the Brocs, is what I'm trying to say. All right, Mr. Khan, the dragons are close enough to the guys to where through the milky, murky water or ocean, or yeah, it's basically an ocean, you start to see the outlines of these swimming creatures. So what are you doing, Mr. Khan? What are you up to?
Kanan is going to grab, weave, and fly straight up.
All right.
All right. Well, I am a dragon. How heavy is a large dragon? I don't know.
All right, now.
Large creatures are usually like 8 times your weight or something for.
Well, these are huge. They're 3x3. Large are 4x4. No, I'm sorry. Large are 2x2. What am I talking about? All right, so
Let's just say a light load is like 1,050 pounds for me, anyways. So.
all right.
All right. So how far above are you? Of the water now. Are you?
I can fly up to 150 feet, so I'm gonna fly up to whatever level the rest of the party's at and stay there.
All right, just
Okay.
to let you know, you guys are splashing on a Saturday night, making a
Yeah.
lot of noise. All right, so we got. Is that it, Mr. Khan? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right, the guys are splashing, making a lot of noise. Kel, what are you doing?
Uh,
I have a silence spell if you want to wait till after that.
Well, the jig is up.
Yeah.
Mr. Khan's already.
I'm just gonna hold for now because none of the enemies have popped out of the water yet.
All right, we got Amber. You are up. Is Amber even here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I don't know who the hell it's with.
Oh,
Thanks for letting me join.
move back a bit, and I will use silence on Kanan.
I don't know what he said. Thanks for letting me
Use silence on Kanan.
thanks for letting me join.
So
Unless-
I have like
unless-
a 15,
unless-
20 foot radius of silence around me.
It's gonna follow you, yeah, 20-foot radius of silence for 18 minutes.
All right.
I accept. That's gonna help the party, so I don't see why not.
All right. All right, we got, that's it for Mr. Ember. All right, the Black Dragons, if you want to have a roll-off to see who goes first, we can do that, because I am going to try to bite your ass.
It's just
All
higher
right.
initiative modifier goes first.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have a +0 right now, so if They have-
Are the Black Dragons also +0? They actually
I-
might be. I think they just have the
I don't.
dex.
I don't think they have modifiers. So let me just double check that. No, they don't. Black dragons have nothing.
So just-
All dragons have nothing.
Just
bro.
flip a coin and call it.
All right, let's go. Let's go from a roll high on a D10. I'm gonna roll.
okay.
I rolled the 4. I probably lost. Fuck it. Oh well.
Yeah, you
yeah.
won.
All right. All right. So I am gonna bite your ass. I'm close enough to where I can bite you, due to the fact that my neck gives me reach on you. All right. So
As it takes immediate action. On
Wait, who are you
one
biting?
Are you biting Weave? I'm in the air, like 60
Yeah.
feet in the air.
Oh, you're-
You're 75 feet in the air with me.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, let me put a flying emblem on me now then.
I got you. Well, that's
Okay.
fine because I can still I can fly out through the water and bite you in the nuts. All right, so let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah, just keep in mind that your straight upward flight speed is half, unless
I need
well,
a-
it,
I
well, it
need
depends
a-
on what your maneuverability is actually.
The black dragon attacking him needs to make a will save before he bites.
All right. Well, I have an SR of, and again, this is the only reason this is high is because you're in a different plane. So some things are going to be a little altered. Actually, the only thing that's going to be altered, by the way, is going to be the SR. So the SR is going to be 10 higher than normal. So the SR or normal in Forgotten Realms is going to be 21. In this realm, it's gonna be
32. The
Alright.
cat 32 on his against his spell resistance.
All right, so his saves are going to stay the same, by the way. So, all right, I rolled a.
Yeah, he failed it. He can only take standard. He can only take move actions.
What did you? Slow?
Cast.
Is that a slow? Is that a slow spell?
Nope, it's hesitate.
All right. All right. Well, all right. Well, I still have 3 of my guys, so I'm going to do the same thing with the 3 of these, or the 2 that are remaining. All right. So same thing. So I can reach him. I have the speed. I have actually 150 flight speed. All right. And as far as Mr. Flight maneuverability, if I'm not mistaken, it's clumsy. But they were basically doing a Jaws maneuver to begin with. So you know how Jaws is coming from the ground and coming from the bottom.
Can you mark the one I hit with the spell?
He's got the yellow. He's got the yellow thing. All right, so
Yeah, clumsy can fly straight up at half speed. So
all right. What regard is 100? Half speed is 75, which is good enough to attack you. All right, so here's my to hit. I'm doing you're probably immune to frightful presence. It's a 23, by the way, which I.
Yeah. I have Stygian Veil.
All right.
you also have the hero speed, so you're immune to fear. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's my bite. Pow. Ooh, I crit it. All right. So bite on the ass, not too much damage. All right. So this guy.
116.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
116. All right. This guy is flying up and biting you on the ass as well. Come on. Oh, I have to confirm the crit. So let me confirm the crit. Pow. That's pretty good to hit, by the way. I don't know if it hits.
What is it?
39.
40. No. I have natural armor plus force shield plus inertial armor. It's 43.
All right. Well. All right. So this guy is up next. Same maneuver. Pow. All right. Well, that didn't work. All right. Well, what are you gonna do? Frightful presence. You already told me you're immune to it. So, Mr. Weave, you are up. They're basically on your ass. I flew 70.
All right. So
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So I have this orb of dragon kind. Now it says that I can dominate because it's a gold orb. I can dominate any dragon here of the true dragons. It says. So I guess my question is, do I have to use a standard action on each one, or do they all just have to take one save? Spell resistance isn't useful against the effect, according to the description here. Let me post it there.
Normally, activation items, unless they list something specific, are considered a standard action to activate.
Yeah. So unless you had it in your hand, you have to take it out of your pocket. Well, it doesn't really matter. So you take it out of your pocket and still have a standard. And I think it only affects one dragon from the description here. Doesn't say everybody within a rate. Well, actually, the bearer can dominate dragons, plural, variety within 500 feet as dominate. Ooh.
Yeah, go down. The owner of a gold orb can call upon any power possessed by any one of the other orbs, including the dominate and breath weapons.
Ah, so you guys are gonna make it rough on me, huh? Well.
All right.
Well, they will.
I'm gonna.
Well,
yeah.
saves are pretty low. 23 is not too bad.
All right. Yeah. It's a 25. So do I make it on all three of them then? Or they all have to make
Where's the 25? It's gold.
It's at the very top.
Oh, make it
As Dominate Monster. Dominate Monster only targets one creature.
Oh, okay. So I get it one per round, I guess.
The description for the gold orb says that you can only use the power of the other orbs once per die.
She can dominate any other position within 1 mile. The gold can possess dominate fourth weapon, but not AC. All right, well there you go. But the only question that I have, I see 23 instead of 25. Yeah, you're looking up at the top. I see. All right, well let me go ahead and. Which one are you dominating, by the way? Or are you trying to dominate?
Let's get this guy.
All right, so come on, dominate. Oh, don't I get a spell resistance for that, if I'm not mistaken?
No, it says at the top that spell resistance doesn't work. It's in the second sentence.
Oh, okay.
Or third sentence.
All right, well, here, come on. Ah, ooh, I make it. Fuck your spell. All right, so is that it? I would assume so. Unless you have a immediate or swift.
Let me, what was this ability? Okay, I'm going to transform back into a person. I don't know what dismissing a spell counts as, what type of action that is.
Standard.
Depends on the spell, but usually standard.
Okay, so then, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, so that's it for you, Khan. You've got 3. Well, this guy's dominated, so. All right, well, you got 2.
Wait.
Yeah, you got 2.
He's not
dominated. He made the save.
Oh, okay. Then why does he have a
But-
yellow? Why does he have a yellow?
I don't know. But they all, by the way, they all hate me. All the dragons hate me. That's the last sentence in this orb, so they might attack me more than other people, is what I'm trying to say.
Sounds good to me. All right, Khan, you've got one guy who is hated by the.
Yo, Mr. Weave, if you are normal size now, is this square occupied currently? Or
I'm not normal size. I'd have to dismiss the the action, and I couldn't
Yeah.
because I used the standard action
Okay,
to.
I thought you had like a synchronicity or something like that, or synchronicity.
No, I should have done that. I missed doing that.
All right. I am going to have Kanan full attack this guy over here.
All right, now you guys are. By the way, these guys are coming down because they're noticing that there's a big battle happening. All right, so just your little heads up.
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, you didn't you didn't cast fly or anything, right?
No, I'm a amphibious dragon.
Yeah, but I don't want to just drop you like 75 feet. It would still hurt. So, I guess I am going to. I'll just fly you over to here and put you down. So you're standing on this thing now, and then that's my turn.
All right, flying. I would assume I get 3 attacks of opportunity if I'm not mistaken.
With
You're moving away from
I guess maybe on. Actually, yeah, I didn't think about that. You might get attacks of opportunity on. Well, I can tumble, but yeah,
But not when you're
take 'em.
carrying me.
All right,
Take
so
'em. Well, you're probably like a light load, so I probably.
And I hit the reload button.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead.
all right, so we got 3 attacks of opportunity. 1, 2, 3. His armor class is
I'll miss.
20. No, 47 hits. 18. I think.
47 does not hit.
No,
Are you attacking me or him?
I'm talking to the big guy. Remember
me.
You're the one.
Yeah,
with,
I take
Oh.
18.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
you're the guy with the bad breath. All right, so we got Khan is done. Kelris, you are starting to notice that the Game of Thrones zombie. Well, they're not zombie dragons, but the evil dragons are coming after Mr. Smelly Pants.
One sec here.
Now, you did mention that your trolls are not technically with you, right?
They're in the pit,
So I'll just
so
move.
they're kind of like in my extra dimensional pocket.
All right. Well, unless they can fly, which they can't, there's.
No, not right now.
I'll just put them over here. All right. So here's the deal. You guys are fighting. The dragons are doing their high shrieking dragon noises. These guys are paying attention. They say, "Hey,
If they're next to cannon, no, they're not.
But he's.
what do you mean the to be precise?
Cannon.
You mean cannon on the black dragons?
They were screeching while they were next to cannon. No sounds were being heard.
Oh, okay. Well, for story purposes, you get the idea. That doesn't mean that the screech is doing any kind of damage or anything. But technically, he's right. I would assume he's in some sort of a silent zone. All right, but
Yeah, I casted a silence spell on him.
oh, okay. Well, these guys are gonna do a dive bomber maneuver on Mr. Weave. The reason being is that these guys are, they kind of don't like Mr. Smelly Pants over there.
Wait, you guys are in a silence over here?
Yes.
Yeah. We're in a silence.
Okay. I'm gonna swift action. I'm gonna use spell enhancer. As standard action, I'm gonna drop a whale of the banshee on these dragons. They also make fortitude saves versus death.
Well, the Banshee no SR, is that correct?
There is SR. I take 10 on the spell resistance check. That's a 34 to penetrate spell resistance.
God damn. You guys are fucking up.
I think Weave is actually the only one who's not invisible right now too. So.
Well, this will break the spell.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna make my save more than likely. What can I do? Oh, shit. Let me see what kind of spell. Yeah, I know I can't do them. Actually, yeah, I have 4 second level spells. Immediate is not one of them. Alright, well, I don't have a Quicken. I don't have a Celerity. Okay, well, here we go. I'm probably going to die, but oh well. I don't think I make any of them. Fort
You
save.
don't.
Yeah.
DC was 34.
Will save 34.
Fortitude.
Oh, 42. All right. Well, that's fine. I still have my bench.
Oh man, I wanted to dominate one of them, guys. All right. I guess they're all so good. It's dead.
You already used the once a day dominate though.
Yeah, but I have psionic dominate. I was gonna try that one next.
All right. Well, the Barracks are coming you towards Mr. Weave, regardless. All right, Amber.
I'm gonna fly over to Kanan since I still have my move action. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Synergistically partying tactics, silence and wail of the banshee.
Fine. One bench.
Couldn't have planned it better myself.
All right. Well, Amber. What are you up to?
All right. Well, they already know we're here, so fuck this rock. Sunbeam.
All right.
Let me actually get out of this first. There we go. Now I'll sunbeam him after moving it. So he
All right.
needs to make a reflex save.
Well, I got an SR of 27. Is that a thing?
Nope, no, it's not.
All right. So I need to make a save. All right. I think I made my save.
Yeah, he failed. He's blinded and takes 46 damage.
Well, I rolled a 28. That's pretty fucking high, dude. What's up with that?
It's a reflex save.
Oh, okay. What level spell is that? Is that a third level?
7.
7. Okay. All right. Well, fuck it. I'll just disable that or dispel that. All right. Is that it?
It's an instantaneous effect. You can't dispel it. He's blinded and not gonna roll damage.
Remove blindness is a second level spell, by the way. All right. Well.
Yep, but he's not charging us anymore.
All right. Well, regardless, I think that's it for Ember. Dragons are dead. Wait a minute. Why the fuck did? Hold on. I didn't roll for my guys apparently. All right. So I go before Mr. Weave. So let me just do my thing. All right. So this guy is. Okay. I have.
Blind.
Ember. Great teleport. Where is it? All right. Well, we all know that you casting a spell is a very loud kind of thing, so you can guesstimate as to where the hell you are. Yes, of course, I would get a 50-50, but regardless. All right. So I'm not going to worry about that guy. I'm going to charge. This guy down here at the bottom is charging, and he has a flight speed of 50.
If they were invisible from the invisibility sphere, that's gone.
Right. So, actually, since you guys are all on top of the ruin, is this guy here?
He's not in the game anymore.
Oh, yeah, well, let me delete that. And this guy and his these two guys are not here, right?
I'm
Right.
here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're.
Oh, all right.
I am here. I just got here.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you missed what's happening, but they're in the third.
Well, if he's gonna charge me, I'm gonna take an immediate action and use hesitate on him when he gets in range.
Well, I don't think I have the I don't have the range. I have the range. Let me see if I have the range on Mr. Kelris. Yeah, I have the range on Kelris. All right, Mr. Kelris, I'm charging you, sir.
You still need to take a will save.
Well, again, I have an SR of 27. All right.
31 to
Well,
beat
you already did a swift action this
Yeah,
round.
hesitates immediate action.
Well, you already did a hesitate this round.
No, I didn't. I used
Did
the
it last
sunbeam.
round.
Yeah, I did it last round.
Oh. All right. Well, last round it was. All right. Well, here's my fort save.
The will save.
All right.
Yeah, he made the will save.
All right. Then I'm close enough to Kel to do
Hey, bud.
I have flyby feet. So I'm going to. No, fuck it, I'm not going to fly by. Alright, well, here's a spore, because I'm close enough to you. Actually, I got to get closer. Alright, so there's a spore. I think
that's a disease, so I'm immune to that.
Alright, well, there you go. You know what? I am going to. Oh, fuck it, I'm just going to attack. Alright, so here's my to hits.
That's 44 armor class.
What the hell's my to hits? Huh.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm
well,
sorry,
I'm just gonna.
guys. I forgot that today's Wednesday, and it's just been a hell of a day.
Rocks don't have pounce though, so they would only get a single tag.
Yeah, no, I couldn't find my. I can't find my standard action attack. So I'm just gonna go with that. Anyway, forget about the second and third and all that good stuff. I can't find my standard macro. 40. You said that's not good enough to hit, right? You just mentioned that.
Yeah, I have 44 armor class.
Well, charge gives me a +2, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so this guy is blind. So he knows that you guys are somewhat in this vicinity. It doesn't really matter because he's not going to do anything but screech. All right, so
He can only move at half speed too.
yeah, he moved. I only moved. Oh shit!
Takes a -4 penalty in search checks and cannot use any activity that relies on vision. They automatically fail, and everyone else he fights has total concealment.
All right, so there's this. Well, the screech doesn't require. Doesn't really matter if you can see anybody or not. All right, here's the screech. What's the radius? Is the question. Stunning screech. I think I might have put that in there. No, and regardless of the fact whether what the radius is, I think the DC 22 is too low to affect Mr. Weave.
It doesn't matter. There's a zone of silence in his way.
Yeah, the DC 22 on what? On what? Is it Will?
You don't have to
Did
make it.
something
You're in the
happen 3
silence.
hours ago? There was 5
Yeah,
o'clock.
You're in
What
the
was I
area
do-
of silence.
I locked
Well, it
myself out of
wouldn't
my
have
house around
affected
that
me
time.
anyway.
Well, basically all you missed is, remember there's 3 gates. The guys picked the gate where the mind flowers
I locked
were.
myself out of my house about 3 hours ago, so that's probably what happened.
I don't think he's talking to us.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All right, so that guy, Screech, that guy. Where's my rest of the guys? Okay, these guys. Oh yeah, I can do it. I have 50 flight speed, and that is a 90. All right, can I do it on again on this side? 50 flight. Okay, that's 100 right there. But I do have reach, so I'm good to go. All right, that's 2 standard attacks. And again, I don't have my standard macro, so we're gonna go by that. All right, so that's a 42. Actually, it's a 44 plus 2 for the charge, and that's a 40. So 44 and a 40. Any of those hit?
Alright, the 44 hits.
All right, so that is a 19, and the 20, the 40 doesn't hit. I'll fix that macro in a second.
How much does the 44?
44
19?
does 19.
Okay.
All right. I think we're done with the barracks. Yeah, we are done with the barracks. All right. So, Mr. Weave, you are up. Seems that they're all
right.
ganging up on Weave, or you.
All right. I'm gonna take. What's the concentration check to manifest and not provoke an attack of opportunity? Is it
15
10
plus power level.
Okay. Temporal acceleration.
I don't think you have to. I don't think swift action manifestations provoke an attack of opportunity.
Swift action.
Temporal acceleration is swift action.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, Swifts
think it
don't
provokes.
provoke. Yeah, Swifts don't provoke.
Okay. So I'll use temporal acceleration then. So I get, and I'll augment it so I get 2 rounds. Like it's like 2 rounds time stopped DM. So first round, I'm gonna move right here. And I will then use Schism and link it to... Oh, I need a Psionic Focus. I'll use my Psi Crystal to use its move action to gain Psionic Focus, and then because I have Psionic Containment, I will expend its Psionic Focus to link to Synchronicity, and then I will end that round. So now I have round time stop, or temporal acceleration number 2. I am going to use a standard action to turn back into a normal sized person. Can you make me a medium sized DM?
Okay.
So that is... Alright, I have to change my AC now. It's 44 plus 20, 60. Okay. Yeah, so, and then I'll use my move action for a for my Psionic Focus, and then I will end the time stop turn. So now it's my standard action for my actual turn. I am going to try to use Psionic Dominate on this guy here and this guy here, and I don't know that I'm gonna beat the spell resistance, but I'll expend my focus to use greater power penetration. So it's a caster level check. 1d20 plus 17 plus
Thank you.
8 plus 1. Alright. So 29. Beat this guy's SR.
SR is 27.
What was that? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
SR is 27.
Okay, so I guess I hit these two. So the Psionic Dominate, I'm going to augment it by spending an additional...
What do you mean these two? Don't you have to make another saving throw for the second guy?
Oh, that was just the SR. It's one power. Do they need to make them... I'll make a second one. I don't know how that works. When you have one power that hits 2 people, do you roll two
this guy,
2 different rolls?
Yeah, this guy you might not roll his
okay.
SR. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I think that does it. 44 is higher than the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna augment it by spending 10 power points. So I'll spend 4 power points so it can affect outsiders. I'll spend another 4 so it changes to duration 1 day per manifestor level. And then I'm spending 2 power points so I can affect an additional target. And is that one within 15 feet of the other one?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, that's a no.
It's not, so I can only affect one of them then?
Well, here's 15. Actually, that's a 20. These two guys are definitely close to each other. And this guy is beyond 15.
Alright. So can I affect these 2 ones, or...
Well,
or
those two...
Gonna...
Yeah, those 2 are right next to each other, so...
Okay, yeah, so I'll do that. And the will save is 5 plus 4. So let me put it down here. So will save is 10 plus the spell level plus 5 because I've spent 10 additional points.
Right,
trying to think. And my intelligence is a 9, or what's my intelligence bonus? Yeah, 9.
Alright, you said it was a fort save?
A will save.
Alright, 30 and a fail, so this guy fails it.
This is 27.
Well, 30 for this guy.
Is the will save they need to make.
Alright, well this guy makes it.
Okay, so I got one of them. Okay, so this one's now dominated under my control.
Alright.
So can
I'll
we
put it
put like a marker on her? Oh, okay.
All right. So is that it?
Yep.
All right. So we got Baz. All right. I don't know if you filled in on what's going on, but basically all you have to know is not to die. So.
Okay. I'm assuming we went through a portal somewhere at some point. And this is where we're at.
Yeah, you're in some kind of a twilight, perpetual twilight, moon-filled night, which is a little bit brighter than a full moon. So there you go.
Okay.
Somebody just took out 3 of my fucking dragons. Not cool. Not cool.
But I have a Brock now.
Well, that's cool. I mean, all I gotta do
I'm
is
done.
all I gotta do is dispel magic on him. All right, so Khan, you're up.
So wait, what happened? This one's dominated.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess not then.
And this guy,
Elris, what height are you flying at?
This
Me?
one's blinded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
I'm just wondering if I'm low enough to like fly over you because I was
at
Just
60
hi-
feet.
okay. You were at 60 feet. Yeah, I should be good then. I can probably then 1, 2. No, I have to. No, I think I have to use my nearest possible attack. I'll just charge this guy over.
right, you're within my reach, so bitch slap maneuver.
Yeah, but I'm always doing the tumbling on my charges.
Oh, okay. All right, well, do your thing. Armor class is 23. All right. I'm not hearing what he's saying, so your mute is on for some reason.
What's up? What do you? No, I wasn't saying anything. What do you want to know?
Well, you're tumbling. I would assume you're going to attack.
Yes.
Armor class 23.
All right. Sweet.
Now, I know that you automatically make your 15. Is that correct?
Yeah. I can automatically make like up to I don't know. It's like a 35, maybe even.
Okay, because if there's 2 guys, I think it goes up by 5. So one is 15, the other guy's 20. But if you're 35, then I'm not gonna roll.
Yeah. It does go up by 5 for each one. Yep, that's correct.
Well, regardless, your base is 35, so there's no. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. What I'm saying is I can't fail. So.
All right. Well, you did hit, and I would assume that's only 1 attack.
No, it's because I have pounce, so I get full attacks.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, these guys have DR, and you don't have a good aligned weapon, so each one is a 10.
That is correct.
All
All
right.
right. So
47, 44, 45, 45.
so 402 damage.
402.
402.
That's with the DR of 10.
Yeah, that's DR10.
Key. All right. Well, that's fine because I
400. Yeah, 402.
technically want to do some role playing tonight. All right. Well, that is mucho damage, Mr. I want to get to the. Well, you guys might completely annihilate the beachcombers. All right, Kel, you are up.
So that Vrock is dead and this other one is dominated. Are there any other?
Yeah.
This one
Yeah,
is
the
this
one
Oh,
to
sure.
the one to the north. The
Yeah.
one to the north is blinded.
Oh, all right.
So this is the threatening one.
That's the blinded one. The one to the south is the one that's fine.
Yeah.
Fucking cast magic missile on him.
No, don't we want to kill this one?
Oh, there's one to
Them.
the south as well.
Yeah. The one up that you were just pointing at's blind.
Right. Okay, I didn't realize there was one to the south of me because I am blind. Let me see.
All
I
right,
got my little.
all right, so you're
magic
blind.
box here.
You can't cast any spells because you need line of sight.
Yeah, I was making a joke about how it's right. Yeah. Hmm. Take a 5-foot step back, and I will defensively. Yeah, let's just go magic missile. I think he's got a bunch of energy resistances.
Well, mirror image wouldn't do shit. Couldn't I? Greater teleport. Heroism, and doesn't really give me much. Gives me a couple of bonuses to hit, but
Alright, that's 42 damage from that.
all right. Missile. 42 damage, no spell resistance. Get it.
There is spell resistance.
All right. Well, 27.
Oh, I'll just take down.
All right. Well, take 10 means automatic hit then. All right. Is that it?
Mhm.
All right, Amber, you were up. Now, by the way, you guys do notice that when the fight starts, the people that were hollering, "Oh, Cthulhu, you are my god. I love you. Please, let's make love." It starts to cascade, and the people start to get pretty much almost silent by the time the fight is over.
Alright, so I beat its spell resistance. It needs to do a DC 28 reflex or be blinded and take 6 damage.
And substitute the Cthulhu name for the Mind Flower guy.
Scene.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you want me to make a...
It's all, I typed it all there.
Oh, okay. Spell resistance, 6 damage, reflex save. Dude, man, you guys are... Oh, well. All right, so here's the save, reflex, I make my reflex. So,
You did?
yeah, I rolled 35.
Yeah, you rolled a 35.
All right. I don't have evasion. Let me double check that.
And on the beginning of his turn, he needs to make a will save again.
Is this some kind of concentration thing that you're doing?
No, just hesitate.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's it for you. Mr. Brock is...
Mr. Brock is needing to make the will save.
I just made it. Do I need to...
No, it's a separate spell.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so didn't know that. So fuck your spell there, buddy. All right, so my spells suck. Not good with that. The spores are not going to do anything. The screech is not going to be able to do anything. Not going to do the screech. Summon Barak, very low percentile. Not going to do that. Not going to do that. I have reach, therefore 5-foot step and full round on Kelris's ugly face. All right, there you go. So we got 48. I think I hit that. And
Yeah, the 48 hits for
No.
20 damage.
All right, well, high enough. You see, there's not much I can do. This guy is blind, absolutely, positively. Not good with save, not going to do the spores. Actually, you know what? I have a 50-50. Let me move this guy out of the way, because...
Except he can't unless he can hear exactly where we are, he can't locate us.
Well, there's a
You
big...
have to make a random check.
Yeah, there's a fight going on in the zone of silence.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. You got me on the silence. Alright, well, I'm not going to do that. Oh, well, he doesn't know that. He does not know that. So he doesn't know any of that shit, so he's just going to move closer to the area, and he does a... Regardless, I don't have anything... There's nothing I can do here. The only thing I got is a screech, and that's negated by the... That's negated by the silence. Alright.
Yep.
That's about it for my guys. Weave, you're up.
I have a question. So I can direct my dominated thingamabob here. Is that on my turn, or do I have to concentrate to give him? It says as dominate person.
You basically do an opposed charisma check to convince it to do something it wouldn't ordinarily do.
Okay,
It
otherwise
depends.
it's-
Did you spend power points to augment the duration?
Yeah, it's days per caster level.
Then yeah, I think it's I think it might be a free action actually. To give them no orders because it's a telepathic connection.
It is.
Isn't Psionic Dominate really shitty and it doesn't have
it's-
duration,
it's-
it's only concentration?
No,
Unless you
not if
augment.
you augment it.
Yes, however, it's like the dominate person spell. You have to beat a charisma check to make it do something it wouldn't normally do.
No, that's charm.
Dominate.
Dominate
is
doesn't give a
assuming
shit.
direct control.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is indeed charm.
All right.
Well, here's the
Uh,
spell. I think you were right to be the first time. Because I do see there's some sort
Subjects
of...
resist the control, and if you tell it to do something against its nature, it gets a new saving throw with a +2 bonus. Yeah, so if I told it to attack its friend, it would get another save.
Fuck no, it wouldn't. It's a Vrock.
Oh,
It's a demon. Demons love killing each other. It's like their
All
second favorite besides killing devils.
all right. So I guess the question at hand is it a free action to direct it, or
Yeah, it is. It is. So,
okay?
yeah.
All right. So then, what I'll do first, I'll just try to kill it by myself. But I will.
It says here in the spell, changing your instructions or giving a dominated creature a new command is the equivalent of directing a spell, so it's a move action.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
it's a
there you
move
go.
action. Okay. All right. So so I will for my schism, I'll use synchronicity after my directed domination of this guy, and then I will for my standard action hit this guy with a crystal shard, the crystal power. So that is does a 27 touch it? It has no SR, by the way.
All right. Well, 27 touch is definitely very high.
Okay, it does 74 damage
On which one? On the guy at the top?
on the blinded one. Yeah.
All right. So 290 minus 74. All right. There we go. All right. Is that it?
Wait. So then, well, for the move action, I'm gonna direct the dominated one to move and attack.
Now, just out of
Other one.
curiosity, the spell that you just did, or the power, it's not a full round action. It's a standard, right?
Yeah, it's a standard. That's correct.
Oh, yeah. All
The
right.
Psionic Dominate is a full round.
I use the crystal shard, which was the one I just used. Crystal shard I used. It's a move or a standard action.
Oh yeah, that one is.
The directing a dominated monster we just established was a move action.
All right, you were yeah. You're right.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll direct it to move and attack its compatriot down here.
All right. So he's not expecting his buddy to attack, so he's not gonna do an attack of opportunity. I'll just go ahead and roll for him because it'll take too much time for you to do it. All right. So that I did have a standard macro set up. Stunning Screech. All right. Here we go. All right. So 47. That definitely hits because his armor class is 23 minus 24. All right, so he did attack. He He has 224 hit points left. Anything else, Mr. Dude?
Yeah, so I get my synchronicity from my schism at the start. I'll crystal shard this guy up here again.
Shit, dude. All right.
Right. It's 13 to touch.
Let me double check the touch on this 15 CR dude.
Make sure none of the stuff you're casting in there has a verbal component.
No, they're powers.
Some powers do have stuff other than mental. I'm saying make sure.
Oh, I thought all powers.
I'm not in the
at this
zone of
level though.
silence
He shouldn't be able to fail the concentration check to get rid of those.
I can take a 10 on a concentration check in battle already. So,
Well,
but I'm not in the zone of silence anyway.
All right. Well, my touch AC is 12, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so you take 82.
All right. So the guy on top, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Minus 82. No saving throw, I would assume.
No.
All right. 82. And speaking of, I'm not in the zone. Aren't you in the zone? No, you're outside. Okay, yeah.
No.
No, I'm talking to Kelris.
All right. Well, Bass. There's a great battle up in the skies of this weird planet. What are you doing?
And it's oddly silent.
I'm totally okay with silence. That means I don't have to hear the screams of agony.
All right.
I just assume people are okay.
All right. So from the
Too far.
from the side of Bass, you hear the haunting melodies of Art Garfunkel. That was
Art Garfunkel?
Yeah.
Whatever
Well,
happened to
that
him?
was a lame joke, but you know, fuck it. What are you gonna do? All right. So, what did you end up doing other than moving, Mr. Dude?
I directed everyone to be healed if they were hurt, because I have no idea if anyone's hurt.
Right.
So if they're hurt, they've been healed to the equivalent point starting from top going around.
Don't you have to have those weird things or close to the guys?
The healing spirits that have been around since like 2 games ago.
Right.
Yes.
But I mean, they're on the map. I'm just. Well, yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, regardless.
They apparently followed these guys there. They were here before I was.
Right. Isn't there a duration on those annoying little things?
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming we've rested at some point.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. All right, Khan, you are up.
Which one is taking more damage, I guess?
This one looks pretty
Actually,
bad.
You know
This
what?
one's
That guy's
done.
already blind anyways, so I'm gonna take a 5 foot.
This one's my dominated guy, by the
Yeah.
way.
I'm gonna take a 5 foot step here, and then I'm just gonna full attack this guy, just a regular one.
All right, so armor class 23 and DR of 10 for your non-good aligned weapon.
Actually, it is good line now. So
All right, let me sunder that piece of shit off your hands.
you know it can't be sundered, right?
Anything can be sundered, unless it stipulates that
It's made of force. It's made of force. You
yeah,
can't
you
sunder
already-
stuff
you
made of force.
There, you brought that up already. All right, well, yeah, well. All right, so we got Khan. We're waiting for your damage, and that'll be it. All right, while you were figuring that out, Kel, what are you doing?
Uh, 5 foot step back. Fine, come on. Hey, buddy. And, this is the dominated one, right?
All right, so he takes. Sorry to interrupt, but he took 168 damage.
All right, 168. Fuck your damage. All right, we got Kel with his annoying powers. God damn it. Fuck. was gonna do a flyby on these guys, but I'm like, well, that's not really gonna accomplish anything. Since
Just
like,
checking the.
ranging.
No, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna hold.
Hold.
Leaving you guys.
It is Ember. 2 guys left. What are you doing?
You guys left. Alright. Well, standard action, I've still got 4 more sunbeam, or 4 more beams I can use with this spell, so another one's getting directed at that guy.
All right. If there is no saving throw, then do your thing.
There we go. 40 spell resistance penetration, 12 damage, DC 28 reflex for half, and to negate the blindness.
Reflex makes it, so fuck your shit.
You take 6 damage.
6 bullshit points. Get it. All right.
I'm just saving spells at this point. I mean, I get 6 beams with this, with 1 casting, so.
No problemo. Bass. You look like an annoying little bastard. Full, I'm going to do a 5 foot and full round your ass. Alright, so.
Does my dominated demon get an attack
Going
of
to
opportunity?
celerity and not
No,
there
because there's a
anymore.
5-foot step. So
Called a,
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
called a 5 foot
15,
step.
20, 25, 30. I
Sorry,
celerity'd and moved there.
Ah, you little bastard. Celerity is an attack of opportunity, sir.
Immediate actions provoke attacks of opportunity now?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Alright, well, I'm thinking spell casting. Alright, well, your horse is still there, right?
Oh yeah, by all means. Smack the shit out of the backup kitty.
Yeah, smack the shit out of the spell horse.
No, like, I mean, please don't, because otherwise I have
it's
to,
an
like,
astral.
ask her.
Is it an astral steed? Because I'm not gonna waste my time with that.
Phantom?
Yeah, it is.
Steve? Yeah.
Fennel. All right.
I
Well,
mean, it's a big black horse that I sit on all the time.
well, he's smart. He's got
That
pretty high
sounds
intel.
kinky.
All right. So I have reach on Kelris. So here comes a full round on Kelris.
do you?
I
You
have
10-foot reach?
I have a 10-foot reach because I'm a 15-foot guy.
I have a
I'm
question.
a
Since you were
huge guy.
swinging at me and I, like, moved, would your first attack still have gone off?
You just negated that standard that I said I was going to do to you. You would.
Oh
you-
yeah, no, I know. I'm just wondering if, like, since you were mid-swing and all of a sudden I just wasn't there.
No, basically, you technically told me that I couldn't do that. Therefore, it is whatever I said. It doesn't really matter. So I still have my full round.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah. Well, you're probably a pro. You probably already know that. Or if you didn't, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, long story short, I am doing a full round on Mr. Ugly Pants. How? Full round. Damn it. Fucking crap. Oh, did I crit? No, I didn't crit. Fuck. All
One
right.
day.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. We still have the boss, which we're probably not gonna get to, but regardless. All right, we got Brock is. That was me. Okay, I did my full round for him. This guy is.
Blind and can't hear them.
Right. Shit. All right, well.
I mean, he might be able to make a listen check for, like, Basuru.
You can't. There's
I
just,
can't. I
yeah.
keep silence, so there goes that.
Basuru
Well, no.
is out of the silence, though. And so is Weave.
Yeah, Weave. I could probably do a listen check on you. All right, well, let's go ahead and do a listen check on Mr. Weave. So 1d20, and being that you are not being silent, the DC is a 15. All right, so I have a plus 12 on my listen. So, all right, so you know something's out there. Something is anybody out there? Just not if you can hear me. All right, so we got that. He knows you're there. My spells are fucking shitty. I spell. Anyway, I have to see, so I don't know what you're talking about, DM. Yeah, you're right. Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a standard, and yes, I only get a 50-50. Now, if I moved close enough for your reach attack to hit me, knock yourself out. All right. So let's do the 50-50 first. So that's not waste time. All right. So roll. I got to roll high, therefore I miss. So that's it for me. All right, I'm done. All right, so Weave, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna try to. Let's see. I guess I will take a 5-foot step here, and with my schism action, I'll use synchronicity after my move. Or after my I manifest my power for the turn, then I'll use my move action to get focus, and then let's try to let's just crystal this guy again. So so I think I miss. I don't touch with that one.
Definitely don't
It's a
touch with
10.
one.
Okay.
Well, you fumbled, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, and then for my second action, I will crystal again. 13 touches, I think.
All right, you are doing. I don't get a type of opportunity on the psionic powers, right? Or you?
No, they're unless it's got somatic components. No, either way, he's blind, so he can't make it.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. All right. Well, do you hit the second time? Yes, you do.
Yes. So he takes 53.
All right. 53. Got it. All right. We got. Is that it? I would imagine so.
Yep.
Right, Bass. There is a very big, ugly Brock in front of you, who is blind.
Oh, I forgot to direct my guy. So he's just standing there still.
No, you can go ahead and move him if you want. Let's might as well get this.
Yeah. Can I just have him
Alright.
attack the other guy here?
All right, full round. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. All of them hit. So if you can add that to well, he only has 50 hit points, so he's dead. Oh wait a minute. My
13, 26. He has DR, right?
Yeah, even with a DR, I think he does 50 damage. Because the 21 becomes a 12 or 11, and then 13.
45.
And then 27. No, wait a minute. That's no. Maybe it doesn't kill him. Oh, so let me.
Let me add him up.
All right, while that's going on, Bass,
We
what do
did
you?
crit.
Yeah, the talent crits. So let me confirm the talent. All right. While he's figuring that out, there's one that's definitely that you have to worry about. So what are you up to?
Well, I can't move this turn, and the healing spirits are just doing what they were doing, so I guess I'm done.
Oh, right. Well, let me. Hopefully, I can do.
What is the DR? Is it 5 or 10?
A DR 10. 10. Good aligned. All right. So. All right. So Baz is wanting to commit suicide, which is fine. All right, Mr. Khan, you're up.
I'm dazed, but now that's over, I will celerity to move away.
All
my
right,
math.
right. All right. You
By
are.
my math, the guy on the bottom there took 37.
All right, Raz.
That
I
dude.
forgot you
Yeah.
were dazed. Yeah. All right. So took 37. So 50
Yeah.
minus 37. Got it. Oh no. Well, you were dazed. So you have to wait a whole round. How?
Nope, I just
full
have to wait
round?
till my turn ends.
Am
He's
I?
dazed until the end of his. He's dazed until the end of his next turn. The end of his next turn.
All right.
Yep.
So.
Which just came, passed. I celerity'd again,
Oh, I
and moved away from
Oh
him.
yeah, you're right. You're right. So you're doing an immediate action. Gotcha. All right, well, Mr. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Got me on that one. All right, Khan, you're up.
All right, full attack on this guy here.
Yeah, we're going to do a little role playing after this, guys. After this big, long, boring fight. All right, Mr.
You're
Khan.
fine. I'm just lost.
Well, you can always watch the video, catch it, bring it up. You didn't really miss anything. All right, Khan, you are one guy, well, two guys left, technically.
All right, I think that guy's dead. Now I'm going to use White Raven Tactics on myself. And my initiative goes down to 1, and then I am going to charge this guy.
All right, what does the initiative have to do with your charge, just out of curiosity?
Well, it's that I get to take my turn again, right? But my initiative goes down by 1 every time I do that.
Oh, okay. Oh. All right, so you get a free attack or free full round with a -1 on your initiative. All right, well, there you go. Is that how many times can you do that a day, right? It's like, what, 4 times?
I can do it as many times a day as I want, but the thing is once I've used it, I have to recover my maneuvers in order to use it again.
Which is a standard, right?
Well, it's kind of odd. It's a swift action, but you can, as long as you follow it up with any form of melee attack of any kind, then you can recover it. So.
Oh. I think I've seen that before. All right, well, long story short, what are you doing? Armor class 23. All right, well, let's, while he's doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and get the CRs out of the way. That guy. This guy. Oh, the dragons are 14. 14 for these guys. Where are the rocks? Rocks are 15. 15. All right, so I would assume that you killed
So, 452 damage.
Now I do have reach, and you did charge me. So let me bitch slap.
Except he's blind.
Oh,
I'm a tumbling guy too, though.
Yeah,
that's my deal.
Yeah, I forgot about it. All right, well, long story. Well, it is annoying when I say that. All right, so that is 3, and then this guy's technically done. All right, so we got 4 15s and 3 14s. All right. Well, let's see what. Just to cut to the chase, since it's already close to 9. You guys are basically the guys that are flying. You are doing your Superman routine. You look towards the beach, and you see like a row of humans. Instead of them running or prancing around a image of the Mind Flower God, which is sort of like a bonfire. They are all at the edge of the beach watching you guys fight. And these people look like they're in rags. They're scruffy looking. The women are, they look like Antifa chicks and all that good stuff. So they look pretty bad, and they're all kind of just staring at you guys, pretty much in awe. Now, just by looking at them, you know that these guys are somewhat primitive. So once you guys have figured out what you're doing with the dominated guys, let me go ahead and put you on the beach. And if you
I was so confused. I was just like,
Sorry.
where the fuck is the beach?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on the next map. So technically, when they came into this area, they heard these people basically calling out to Cthulhu, switch out Cthulhu with the Mind Flare god, and then that's when these guys decided to take a swim, these guys were in the ocean taking a well they can that black dragons can swim pretty well. Anyway, so they were attacked by the black dragons and the barracks, and now that the fight is over, they are at basically at the beach area, and you are seeing what looks to be like some very primitive go-getters from this particular prime material plane. All right, so let me go ahead and drop you guys on the map. I'll put some NPCs.
I still got the demon. Yeah, okay, there he is. Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm just gonna put some again these NPCs that are basically staring at you guys in wonder. All right, so if you want to destroy all of them, knock yourself out. But again, they're not doing anything other than looking at you guys in awe, in amazement. Because again, flying is not something humans do around here. All right, so let me put some guys on here. Token. Hey, what's the dealio, guys? What's the dealio?
I'm going to approach them, and I'm going to say, "Hello, we come from a faraway land. We're looking for your master, and also we're looking for some books."
All right.
I was about to ask if we ever found those.
They did found 2 of them. All right, so you guys basically go up to them, and if you ever saw.
And I'm gonna have my demon follow me.
All right, if you ever saw Planet of the Apes, that's what you're dealing with. The original, not the gay version. We're talking about the real one. All right, so regardless of, unless you can put some IQ points in these people's, pea brains, you're not really gonna get anywhere here. So again, you guys are and they basically that's the only thing they can communicate, other than the name of the token or the Mind Flayer God, which is, let me just put him on the map, which is basically a stone shape of that particular. It's basically a stone shape of the Mind Flayer face, which is surrounded by a fire, and they were all chanting the Mind Flayers. And before you said, "Hey DM, didn't you just say they grunt and that's all they said?" Well, they can make out some words like food and poontang. They can make out those types of words. So All right. So what's the deal, guys? You see the very large statue of the Mind Flayer God, and again, you're dealing with some pretty ignorant people around here. All
right, let me peruse my powers and see if I can read their minds or anything.
Well, regardless if you can read their mind, their minds are still pretty primitive. So.
He's trying to access memories, not really.
Oh, okay. Well then, that's a little different. All right. Well,
wait. These were the people we saw involved in this ritualistic chanting.
Well, again, remember when you first got here, the only thing you could hear is Cthulhu, 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 and then you couldn't see past the your regular vision, which I mentioned when you first got here, and then you guys got a little bit closer because again, these guys stopped singing and we're watching you guys do your Superman routine. So now they're in awe because you guys are Superman, and these guys are, pea brains, cavemen, I guess you can just say. So, all right. As far as memories, well, that's a little different.
I have psionic divination that might tell us the direction of the books while anyone else comes up with a good idea for.
Yeah, but why? What would these idiots know about books? They barely know what toilet paper is. They actually don't even know what toilet paper is. Again, I don't know if you ever saw a Planet of the Apes, but they're pretty stupid.
All right. I'm thinking if there's a way we can. Is there like a leader-looking one anywhere?
There's an elder guy, which is basically this dude right here. But he's not
a samurai.
Yeah, he's maybe 2 points, 2 IQ points higher than the rest of them. So he's basically the shaman that says, "Don't eat shit because you might get sick." That's about as smart that That's what you're dealing with.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, well, I guess if you, yeah, I guess for primitive people, you might call that pretty smart. Well, yeah. What? Anybody else have any ideas? You're dealing with primitive people who worship the mind flower god. What do you guys want to do?
I could heal them until they pass out.
Well, they're not hurt. They're just fine. None of them are hurt.
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
So can I make? I'm just wondering. Maybe the mind flayers are made them as thralls, or maybe they've somehow escaped.
All right. Well,
from the mind flayers.
All right. Well, make a spot check. A spot check is 25.
I don't think I can make it. I have no modifier.
All right. Everybody can try to make a spot check with 25. All right. Well, nobody can make it, so
Spot check. Let's see here.
Mhm.
All right. Well, somebody does make it. Now, do you want me to whisper? Well, let me go ahead and whisper that to you. Let me whisper it to somebody, and then they might or might not mention it. Kilris. Type of behind there. Easy. Okay. All right. I don't know if you ever saw like Best of Gore or something like that, but you can technically open. Well, I'm not gonna say anything more than that. All right, so
I'm gonna recharge my power points with Affinity Field and Bestow Power, by the way, while we're here.
So what you're saying is you can. How many times a day can you do that? I mean, it seems like you can.
So Affinity Field is a 9th level power. So you destroyed the item that used to let me do this with your Rust Dragon. But the way it works is you use Affinity Field, which gives here, let me, and then I share it with my Psi Crystal, and then I bestow power my Psi Crystal, and since we're both in the field, and our fields overlap, it'll bounce back and forth off. Here we go.
That's
So basically-
not how it works.
All right. Well, there you go. Somebody just mentioned that.
Can your Psi Crystal manifest bestow power first of all, and then how many power points?
No,
can your
use
Psi Crystal
bestow
have
power.
maximum?
I use bestow power on my Psi Crystal.
How many power points can? Because this is a thing that actually takes a chain of math if you want to do it properly. So how many power points can your Psi Crystal have maximum?
Let me look.
All right. Well, while you guys are talking rules, Mr. Does anybody want to mention something, or I'll just leave it?
assuming-
Yeah, Kelris says
It has
the
2 power
Illithids have
points.
been feeding on these people. And they appear to have installed hatches in their heads so they can do so more easily.
Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have ever seen Best of Gore, you can technically, take a person's skull off and then just reattach it. So basically, what these guys do, it's basically an analogy for somebody who's picking berries in the woods. Instead of picking berries, what these guys do is open up these meatheads' brains and just kind of, you know, pick little chunks just for their own amusement. So instead of completely tearing off their brains, they just kind of, you know, take morsels, you know, bite-sized morsels of these humans for their own. Basically, these guys are plants to the mind flayers. They use them to pick their brains. Not too much to where they kill them, but just enough to feed off them for snacks. Well, let me get some something to drink, and you guys can maybe, more than likely, you guys don't give a shit. You know, one of these days I would like for you guys to try to be good heroes and save the community. Maybe, I don't know.
What?
No, you save the retards is what I'm trying to tell you.
They can save themselves if they need to.
They've got like no brains. Half their brain is gone. They don't
That
really
just
have.
sounds like a personal problem.
That sounds like the perfect thing, DM. Thus, they should be immune to mind-affecting effects because they're mindless.
Yeah,
But
they're better off than most people in the world who get mind controlled.
I've got to say though, we all have to give Nelson credit because he didn't label those NPCs Democrats.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to get away from that. And now that I have a job, I'm not so resentful anymore.
Oh my God! I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
job.
content.
You've come a long way from
uh,
like last month.
Oh well, you know, just give me some money and I'll shut the hell up. So let me get some water.
Do you guys think you'll need me for this coming fight? I've got a headache and I'm like ready to just peter out of life.
I mean, if you gotta go, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
I mean, if it comes down to it, I can do healing. I mean, I'm also a cleric, so.
I mean, I don't mind finishing up like the big Elder Brain fight next week.
I'm just like, today's just been awful, back to back. So, yeah. I can cast Healing Spirit like 6 more times. So, like, you could just use those to just literally heal hit point damage. But, I mean, we're all pretty badass at this point. So.
You know, it's just like if you don't want to miss out, I don't.
I would rather be here for the fight. It's just like can't even guarantee that I'm going to be awake 5 minutes from now.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I mean, I personally don't have a problem just calling it and doing it next week.
But I don't want to like ruin the mood. Usually I'm jovial, but yeah. So. When the DM comes back, I'll let him know. I'm just gonna dip out. You can either run my character as a back healer, or you guys can do the RP, and I'm fine with whatever happens, as long as I don't die in it.
All right. So have you guys figured out how to get some information from these?
Slevin doesn't believe me. Okay, so.
You're assuming. Well, first off, you're making assumptions. You're assuming that affinity fields can stack, and you're assuming that the bestow power is going to bounce back onto you because the psi crystal has a power point cap. I'm confused by that.
Yeah. So affinity field says that creatures in range are subject to magical and psionic effects of 3rd level or lower. Creatures that have an affinity, they gain another saving throw. All magical and psionic effects transfer to the subject, fade at the power's duration, although instantaneous effects remain. So you use bestow power on a psi crystal, and then you get a.
I was gonna say, I personally think that's way OP, so I thought that was kind of unusual.
Where are you getting the idea that they stack, though? That's what I'm not understanding. I know anti-magic fields don't stack, so why would an affinity field stack? I'm confused.
If two affinity, I mean, is there a rule that says affinity fields don't stack?
Spells don't stack with themselves.
You know, I don't know psionics well enough to make a call. I would refer to whatever you
Alright.
guys think. I have no idea.
All right. Well, then I mean, if we're just gonna randomly nerf powers, then I'll just pick a different power. That's not a problem.
Well,
It's not a random nerf to. It's not a random nerf to powers. The thing is, affinity fields interacts with allies with the same effect, so it doesn't stack with itself. That's all I'm saying. You can still restore power points with affinity fields, but you have to do it either with your cohort or you're going to have to do it with the fission. That's all there is to it.
So whenever I use affinity field, it's a person. Is it a personal? Am I reading that right? Don't I get to share it with my psi crystal? And that's how I have two? There's one on it and one on me?
You want to
No,
try?
it means if you're using a share spell, it means you can use touch spell on your psi crystal. If you don't both get it.
I'm going to go with the majority. So I think 3 people have. What do you think, Kelris? What's going on with that?
I think spells don't stack with themselves. The rules are pretty explicit about that.
Well, there's 3 people
All
who disagree with you, dude.
Okay. I'll get a different spell or a different power then.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure 3 people.
I mean, I think I know where the base confusion is coming from. He said share field, so why don't he doesn't also get it? I mean, if you have a shared power spell like psi crystals or like
No, the psi crystal gets an
familiar.
infinity field, but no
Yeah.
creature can get an effect from the same spell or power more than once. If I cast haste on Kanan and then somebody else casts haste on Kanan, he doesn't get the effect of haste twice.
Good point.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll just pick a different power.
See, affinity field shares powers, and I think the confusion is that I mentioned a trick last week that you can use to essentially regenerate your power points, assuming you at least have like 60 or so left. But the thing is it would have to work with either someone else who's a scion, or you'd have to use fission to do it. So I think he's confused in that he thought he could do it with his psi crystal or by doubling down on affinity fields.
Well, I'll take your word for it. All right. Well, since we got that out of the way, we don't need any more people, do we? Don't need to recruit more people. Well, the rest of the night is going to be you guys trying to converse with the NPCs and getting information on where the hell either the artifact is or the book is.
Do we even want to talk with these Democrats?
Well, I think there's something.
Is there a way to cure them?
I think there might be. I would assume there's some sort of a psionic power that you guys can. I'm almost positive there's something you guys.
I believe it's called the red pill.
No, seriously.
It's restoration, psionic restoration.
Oh, there's some.
Well, I think anything that heals intelligence damage should though. I think it's just intelligence damage.
Wouldn't just a heal help them out, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, heal restores feeble mind and stuff like that. I have a question though, because I kind of missed it earlier. I was trying to somewhat pay attention to what Lanier was saying, but what did people spot again? What was the thing that they spotted?
Kelris mentioned it. It was the people, the mind flayers have been eating the people's brains.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I see. Yeah,
That was the spot check.
So basically, what they do.
Have little latches in their skulls for easy access.
Yes. So basically, you pull on their hair, and half their head opens up, and you see their brain, and you can see that half their brains have been pretty much been eaten away. So what they do is the mind flayers come by, and instead of picking flowers or berries, they come by and pick these people's brains for snacks.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have Kanan do a search check then for whatever various mind flayer clues might be lying about.
Now, to the east, actually to the north, other than the west is basically just where the ruin was, and just ocean, miles and miles of ocean. So you might be either in an island, or this is like the edge of some sort of continent. But regardless, the place is very dense. It's not tropical, but it's very, it's almost Earth-like. Once you get a little bit further in, it gets to be more of a jungle setting. But it's so dense that you can't see that there might or might not be some sort of as an example, a pyramid to the east or a mountainside to the north, so on and so forth.
So I'm that search check was just kind of for like the general community. So like around here, the houses, whatever, that kind of stuff. I'm just looking for kind of clues about the mind flayers, where they might come and go from. That's what my search check was for. Anything about the mind flayers.
Well, the only thing that you do see is they have these hubbles or hobbles, like right here, which I guess you guys can see. And again, these people pretty much are so stupid that they live in squalor. So it's not like they can do anything other than maybe garden and pick fleas off their friends' flesh. So I mean, they're so.
Okay.
They're really, yeah,
I mean,
no clues about the mind flayers then, because I did get a 27 on the search, so I just
wanted
to make sure.
Should we just put these people out of their misery?
Or heal them, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't.
Well, I might actually be able to do something. I remembered something. I need to see what
If we
level.
heal them, they might be able to tell us where the books are.
That just gave me. I just remembered something. Let me check, see if I can use.
So there are no clues that I can detect around.
Oh, yeah. I was about to ask you, where exactly did you search? Because I mean, the place is pretty big. I mean,
if I can get a day's rest, I can use regenerate on one. I can use regenerate. Have it prepared.
Because they're just chilling out around here, I want to make my search check kind of mainly by the houses and like the totems and stuff. Anything interesting, kind of these types of areas. I want to check for maybe places or clues about the mind flayers, where they're coming, what's going on with them.
all right. Well, there are some sort of etchings on the totem, on the basically on the face of the mind flower god, which is basically just a face of a mind flayer. There are some etchings there, but you couldn't really make them out unless you had some deciphered script or something like that. And these deciphered script is going to be pretty high. The only reason is that you're in a different plane. That
I'm gonna attempt to memorize it with auto hypnosis.
All right. So if you had to write it down, you would know that. Okay, I could write it down again. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, auto hypnosis memorization though doesn't require you to write it down, but I would be able to like write it down or repeat it to someone if I needed to. So.
All right. So basically, it's a bunch of dot line dot line scribble circle dot line. All right. So you don't know what the hell that is. Is there anything else you want to search or? All right, you might want to make a note of that. That might. All right, so we got one guy who's searching. Anything else you guys are doing? All right, take 11.
I gave a suggestion to the party in chat. So.
18-minute duration. Prepare, regenerate. Theater. All right, so
I really don't want to do a full night's rest in fucking Illithid plane with an Elder Brain in it.
We don't have to do it here, but I'm saying that's an option if we want information out of these people.
Well,
I'm just giving out ideas, okay? I mean,
I guess I am gonna then bust out some parchment or whatever, and I'll start writing down the stuff that I memorized and share it with the party to see if they know what any of the stuff that I found is.
Well, I don't want to be too obscure, guys. Technically, here's the thing. There's 3 roads to the place you want to go: north, east, and south. Whichever way you can figure out how to get there, just that's how you get there. So that's technically the gist of this area. Mr. I did a search, found out a little bit of scribblings over there, but nothing to where it gave him any clues. And you are saying that you're not going to be spending the night here to rest. So that's the only thing that I'm getting out of this a beach house. Yeah, you have 3 options: north, east, or south. And right now, you guys don't know what the hell's which way to go. If anybody has else ideas, speak up. All right, well, you have the gist of it. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I think you guys know what to do, but for some reason, I don't know. You're just not. Maybe it's been a long night. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to show people the patterns that I found on the totem.
Yeah,
So-
Cowers will take a look at it.
All right, sweet. Yeah.
All right, well, again, it's...
He hands you the book that he used the pages up to write the stuff down in.
All right, so basically it's a decipher script. Now, the reason it technically is really not that high. It's high for a regular group, but you guys you're not a regular group. It's a 35 on the decipher script check. And again, that's a high for a regular group. Now, decipher script is, I would assume you didn't put that many ranks in it, but knowing...
No. But I will.
Oh wait, I
expand-
forgot. I have
Yeah.
healing domain.
Thank
I
you, Slavin.
I mean,
I
I could
forgot.
just use hypercognition.
Well, do what you gotta
forgot. I have the healing domain, so I have regenerate as a domain spell.
I'll use hypercognition to read what it says.
do. All right, well, does it automatically give you a 35 decipher script? Because decipher script is a trained skill.
I mean, I'm not sure what this power does if it doesn't do this. Answer a riddle. Or is this power? I need to change this power too.
It's it's a no on the untrained. Well, here's the thing with that. Does it automatically tell you on something that you have no... Say, for example, is a physics question. Would you necessarily know the answer to a physics question when you have never studied physics?
The way I would do it though, so the thing is hypercognition is supposed to be really powerful magic. So I mean, he should be able to pick up something in the pattern of the symbols, but what that is, I mean, that's up to you,
Okay.
obviously, as the DM.
All right,
So.
I'll just change this power out. We can get something different later. I don't think it does anything then.
All right. Well, again, I'm
It's
not
a
trying
really
to...
good power.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on your parade, but you know, it's again, it's like a physics question. Would you automatically know everything about physics with this particular power? Because again, it's a trained skill. But you know, that I'm just asking that question. It bypasses being trained, is what I'm trying to say. You're saying yes. I'm saying no. I'm saying no. But the guys could.
Well, I could. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's basically, think about it this way, it's basically an 8th level spell. That should be able to do something
Well,
pretty damn good, right?
There's another spell that gets the job done, by the way, and I think you guys know what it is.
Where's Chieftain?
That's the old guy over here.
Because apparently I pulled a Kelrus and went fucking blind.
You went blind, or the chieftain went blind?
No, apparently I did because I couldn't read my sheet. Forgot I had.
Oh, okay. Well.
I had spell fucking already crap.
All right, so he basically comes up to you and
this guy's got this. He's gonna get a hand on him and regenerate. So now his brain's fully returned, and then it's gonna get followed up with restoration, which will restore all of his lost stats.
All right, so he after I would assume maybe a couple of seconds or maybe a minute, he starts to come out of it. Something out of the Lord of the Rings when the old guy turned into that somewhat not old guy. Anyways, he starts to get his shit together. He starts to remember where he's from. He's basically from. He starts saying, "Where? My God, what am I doing here?" And he looks at you and he says, Are you from?" And he starts to speak English, so you know that he is basically from your world, which is Troy. He says he's from Candlekeep. I'm not gonna do his voice because I'm horrible at that. Anyway, he says he's from Candlekeep. He's been stuck here for a couple of weeks now. He knows what the Mind Flyers are doing. They're basically have them as well. You already explained to you what's going on, and he basically is telling you that there are various gates throughout the. It's technically an island that they are using to bring in the humans for their nourishment. So instead of them going apeshit and just again devouring brains like it was their last meal, they just keep these gods, these humans, for just amusement and subsistence. They don't have to work hard to try to eat people's brain. So what the Mind Flyers are doing, which you already know what they're doing from the Baldur's Gate area, basically that area that gate you guys didn't go through, it's pretty much this area. So you're making a circle back to Baldur's Gate. So again, you guys didn't go through the gate in Baldur's Gate where you found all those people that were in the Brill, the water. I don't know if you guys remember, but again, yeah. Well, this is where you were supposed to go through, and this is the island that the Elder Brain went through. And again,
my character has no idea what Baldur's Gate is.
Well, yeah, if you're new, you weren't part of that mission, you'll get the answer.
My character is new to this plane to begin with.
Oh, okay.
I thought your character went to Baldur's Gate to join up with us, though. So
I don't remember where he came in.
you do know something.
I know nothing of Baldur's Gate other than it's a city.
Well, the guys that did go, you might remember. And again, this was about a couple of months ago.
Yeah, Kanan remembers. He's starting to connect the dots here.
All right, so basically, this is the island where they're bringing the people to harvest. Now, he's from Candlekeep. Some of these people might be from Candlekeep. They might be from Baldur's Gate. They might be from another Prime world. But he's from Candlekeep, and he's giving you all this information. It's starting to come together. They're using this area to bring in the people in order for them to harvest their brain, without having to, again, not be so difficult for them to just get their nourishment. So this is easy for them. All they have to do is walk around and just pick people's brain. Makes it easy for them. So that's what's happening. All right. Well, you figured it out. What else are you guys up to? Oh, and by the way, he tells you that if you go to the east, there's going to be an entrance to like a volcano entrance, and that's where you're going to find the Elder Brain. So again, you already know that the Elder Brain can levitate and do all sorts of stuff. So all he has to do is levitate. Levitate goes up and down, but you get the idea.
I'm going to point out to the other two and tell him you should probably inform those two of the situation too, because they're with me as well. And I guess you can point out this guy. I guess you can tell him.
All right. All right. Well, you guys are totally informed of what's happening. So
Yeah, Kanan's gonna ask then. So there's you said there's multiple portals on this island, and then I guess where are they concentrated? Where's the Elder Brain, or have you seen the book? You know, since you are from Candlekeep, you probably know the book we're talking about. Kanan will mention that.
he said they didn't bring the book, but they did bring the artifact. He doesn't. He knows what you're talking about, and he is
Okay,
saying that
Kanan asks what the artifact looks like.
it's basically a dwarven hammer artifact. Now, the only
Okay.
reason, yeah, all the basically the ingredients are needed with the incantations, and any or some sort of artifact. They just so happen to pick the dwarven hammer. So, and by the way, he did mention. I'll mention again that there is a cave entrance to a volcano area where the Elder Brain is. It does go through the portal, but since you guys destroyed Baldur's Gate, they're not using that portal at all. So
We destroyed Boulder's Gate, people.
well, you destroyed, if I'm not mistaken, you covered up the gate.
We covered up the portal. We
Yeah.
didn't destroy Boulder's Gate.
Right. Well, yeah, I meant you destroyed the means for them to get through the gate. Now, this particular gate, the one that you went through, is not the gate that the beholder went through, but it's one of the areas where the mind
So
flyers.
if we sealed this gate and then turned around, went to Baldur's Gate and sealed that one, we would trap them in here.
Technically, yeah. So there is technically another portal that goes to Baldur's Gate, but that portal's sealed because again, you guys you brought down some rocks over it, so it's not gonna do you any good to go through the gate because it doesn't work. So, yeah. All right, so you need to keep this gate open because there might not be a way out, or there might be. Don't know.
Well, there is. We can always plane shift from here.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, you get the idea. Long story short, what's the plan, people?
In fact, hey, Kelrus,
Mm-hmm.
want a plane shift from here? And then we can just get out of the bubble?
Well, here's the problem. I understand that you guys are you're horrible players. I get that. But, yeah, well, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. Well, again,
Wasn't it Kelrus who really, really didn't want to do this?
well, you're horrible players. Just want to mention that.
We could just destroy the last portal here and then just plane shift out.
Do you guys have any? Do you care about anything? I just want to make sure there's some sort of a motive.
Fucking with you, DM.
I mean-
Is there anything you guys care about? Because I have to. There has to be some motive for you guys to do anything, but it doesn't
Care
seem.
about ourselves?
Well,
Yeah, I think that might be a theme for the party. Kanan is the only reason Kanan's even lawful neutral is because he's disciplined, like self-disciplined. He has a lot of high standards for training, regiment, perfecting himself. That's sort of like his core philosophy. So I mean, other than that, yeah, he just likes to self-perfection in
I
combat,
did my
so.
good deed. Now to maintain neutrality, I have to do an evil deed.
Well, look, you know where to go and what to do. If you don't want to do it, that's totally fine. Well, just but there is a tie-in with the whole. You eventually want to.
Hey guys,
Eventually,
how to ruin the DM's plot 101.
no, you can do whatever you want. You can
Well,
do
the
whatever.
thing is
I just feel bad for the NPCs. That's like, oh man.
Kanan doesn't know about this. He doesn't know that we can just like fucking plane shift out of here and whatever, blah blah blah. So
Right.
he's down for helping out, fighting, some fucking mind players.
Right. No, I'm just. I know that you guys. Well, technically, it's your call. I just.
Well,
kinda-
the Mind Flayer dude has been fucking with us specifically, so we should break all of his shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Let's break all of his toys.
Yeah, but
break his portal and then plane shift out of here.
Yeah, I mean it's a good call. I mean 25 DC or CR is kind of high. There's no shame in running like a little bitch. Just want to mention that. No.
And then you say that, and then we're gonna fight. You want us as a level 18.
No, I just feel bad for the NPCs.
Fight a CR 25.
No, I'm just like I said, I just kind of feel bad for the NPCs. I mean, if eventually this story is going to be made into a movie, which maybe it will, the people in the audience.
Dia, Nelson, be honest, it's not. You're just gonna fucking watch it.
Hey,
quit! You're just gonna watch it. You're
gonna
be watching it when you're fucking old and
this is why
shriveled.
Because people like you are shitting. You're raining on my parade. It brings me low self-esteem. I tend to drink. And that's the reason I drink.
Stop opening your mouth, and maybe you wouldn't get shit
No,
in it.
you're destroying my dreams. It makes me feel vulnerable. Therefore, I have to drink. There you go.
Well, Nelson, talking about how other people are raining on your parade.
You're raining on my parade.
Hurt your self-esteem. That's Democrat talk.
I'm the next.
You gotta pull yourselves up by your bootstraps.
I'm the next George Martin, whatever that guy's name is. Whatever that book is. Well, that fucking movie that I watch every day. Anyway, I'm the next that guy. Anyway, this is going to be made into a movie, and I don't give a shit what you guys say. All right, so what are you guys going to do here?
Did I decipher the script on the thing?
Oh, well, the 35 DC train skill, if you have it. I don't know if you.
I have 1 point in it, and I used. I expended moment of prescience for plus 21.
All right. Well, basically, this is the script is basically telling the people that this particular area is a holy hallowed ground technically, and this is where the what the hell spell am I thinking about? It's not arcane. Let me bring up the unhollow area. Unhollow. Give me a second. I can't remember. There's so many things for the unhollow. All right, so unhollow. All right. Oh, okay. So basically, this is the Okay, here we go. It's protection from remove fear, resist energy, silence. No, it's basically a dispel magic. The dispel magic would have worked on you guys, but I know that it's low enough to where you would have made that. So the reason I didn't bring it up is because it's a 5 plus, what's the 10 plus 11 is a 21. So actually, I should have made you guys should have made your spell checks. But
it would have been max plus 10 because the normal dispel has a cap.
So basically, the dispel magic is used for people that would eventually get their shit together. There might be some spellcasters or psionic classes that are coming into this area. So this represses their ability to cast magic. So that's basically what this totem is. Not to mention the face of the Mind Flower deity. So again, there's a dispel magic in the area. It's only a 21. More than likely, you guys would have made it. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. All right. Well, that's what the script is. It's a dispel magic to keep the newbies from casting spells. All right. Anything else you guys want to do? Now I know.
I think I'm good.
Yes.
Now, real fast, because if I bring this up, somebody's going to say I searched there. I just want to make sure that I heard you correctly. You said you searched here, and that's only the real. And you might have said over here. But again, I just want to make sure.
No, I said I searched the totem area, and then like the area where they have the houses, or the hovels.
All right. Well, the hovel is there's an outside and there's an inside. You want to go inside?
Yeah. I'll search
Yeah.
inside.
All right. So you did read the script, and you already know that dispel magic. All right. So you basically are looking through some of the areas, and this is where it gives you a clue as to where these people come from. Because some of these people were actually guards, and they would have the emblem of Baldur's Gate, and some of them would have pictures, symbols, heralds that would tell you they're either from Waterdeep, Luxcan.
Okay, I
Candlekeep.
heard something different. I heard pictures and heroin.
Heraldry is basically symbols that are.
No, I didn't hear heraldry. I heard heroin.
No, well, there's technically
Oh,
heroin,
shit.
but yeah,
So
there's technically.
Oh, I'm
heroin.
doing more than here and
Yeah.
heroin.
Well, if you want to do heroin, you got to go to Amsterdam. That's where you want to go.
So wait, some of these people are from other cities then?
Right,
is
right,
what you're
exactly.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh
right,
shit.
yeah. So basically, you get the idea that you've seen the symbols and heralds from Luxcan. It's common. They're not so obscure that you wouldn't know what they are. So again, Waterdeep, actually not really Skullport, and I'm not exactly sure if I know some of the guys have been to Skullport. I don't know if you've been to Skullport, but I think some of these, maybe Kara's is probably the only one that's been to Skullport. But again, I get the campaigns confused. Anyway, long story
It's
short.
a port. They're skulls. It's okay.
Well, look, if you have been to Skullport, you know that's a place that is where the worst of the worst are. So you wouldn't be surprised that Skullport was another place where they pick up some of the vagabonds from Skullport and bring them here. And this is where they take their clothes, they take their shields. If you're a cleric, they're going to take your holy symbol, and they dump it all inside of the.
Half of me wants us to run an entire party of chaotic people just so we can show the DM how much of a dick we can be.
No, that's fine. It's just that I would figure that trying to be a good person is a reward in itself, but maybe not. All right. Well,
I just want to kill the mind flayer. That's all I'm here for. But I'll help these people if it helps me kill this mind flayer.
Well, so far you've only really helped out one old guy. It's gonna take a while for you guys to,
One good deed to maintain neutrality. An evil deed of similar value must be performed.
Well, it's your call. And now we are getting close to biddy by time, so we're not gonna have any fights or anything. But you can move towards the direction of the Elder Brain, or you can try to get some more. Well, you've gotten enough information from the NPCs to know what's going on.
Yeah, Kanan's also going to relay the information from the search and say, hey, these guys, they might have portals in other cities other than, just Baldur's Gate and Candlekeep. They might have them in places across the Sword Coast. So,
well,
let them know.
Correct. Well, here's the thing. A gate spell can easily be created. So somebody might be, doing this. So you might want to stop the person who's creating these gate portals for them to keep bringing more people to this Mindflower Island. So that's another thing you figured out.
How big is this island?
If you were to fly, you would see that it's pretty large. How large? Maybe like twice the size of Hawaii, maybe. So it's pretty large. And again, you could be here. Could be a whole campaign.
Which island? Which island on Hawaii? In Hawaii?
The main one with the capital of Honolulu that has a big volcano.
Oahu?
Yeah, I guess that one. Again, I'm not an expert in Hawaii. I know they have one main island.
So you can drive across it in, 20 minutes?
Really? I don't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's fucking bullshit. I don't believe you. That's bullshit. That's
True facts, yo.
I have to look that up. Anyway, I said it's double, so you're talking about twice.
40-minute drive is a couple hours of walking.
Well, the thing is, you don't have a car, so it doesn't really matter.
Depends on how fast you're going.
Yeah.
If you're going 40 minutes at 60 miles an hour, that's it's 40 miles.
Right. There you go. We have Yeah, somebody just made a good point. Anyway, nobody has a car, and not too many people can fly because all this. They take away their components or regents. They take their holy symbols, and if they even try to figure out what the hell's going on, the dispel magic pretty much sullies that or stops that from happening. So these people are pretty much screwed, and not to mention their brain is slowly being eaten away.
So Kanan didn't notice any portals or anything like that, but this guy that we talked to, that we restored the brain of, he mentioned that there were where the mind flayers were coming from, right?
Well,
Yeah, there's a volcano in the center of the island.
Right.
Okay.
Now, this particular guy, he was actually a sorcerer, so he was able to do telepathy on the guys, and you fixed his brain so he starts to remember all the shit that he figured out. So before they fucking rocked his world with a mind blank, or actually a mind blast, he figured everything out, and he saw the people being huddled into this building, and he saw the heralds. He was able to telepathically link with the mind flyers, and he figured out that there's gates throughout the island that are bringing these people in to be used as as plants, I guess you can call them.
Well, you're not doing any more good here, so we're just going to tell him while the portal behind us is clear, get back to Candlekeep and let people know what's going on.
Well, he is feeling pretty bad about these people, and he wants to help them out. So he is.
Yeah, we can just take them in their brain dead state and like put them in a pit or something, like an enveloping pit, and then we can just fly them across. They have to hold their breath for like 2 rounds. It's like 2 rounds though. It would take me like 2 rounds to fly them across and open up the pit and then let them out.
Yeah, it takes hours for people to suffocate in those pits, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they're still they're still retarded. So you want to just put a bunch of retarded people through the game. So.
Yeah, and then we can just get them out.
Isn't there?
I mean,
yeah,
exactly.
but
That's what I'm saying. We
yeah,
can
but
just throw
the
yeah, but
sorcerer.
this isn't Europe, guys. You can't be doing that.
just tell them there's candy in it.
Yeah, if you just want a bunch of retards going.
Nelson, are you telling me it's immoral to kidnap retarded people?
It's immoral not to help him out before you take him to a better place. You don't want to just have some idiots walking the streets of Candlekeep with,
Well,
I mean,
that Olront will take care of them. That's what I'm trying to say. We're gonna have them get into the pit. I'm gonna fly them across, get them through the portal. The sorcerer who we restored the mind of, he's gonna lead them all to Olront, and then Olront can be like, "Hey, we'll try to restore you guys as fast as we can."
Yeah, you have a point. I was just trying to make it hard on you guys by making you try to do a restoration on all of them.
Geez, DM, you complained about us not doing good deeds.
No,
Now
I'm
you're
just
making it hard for us to do good deeds.
Well, I try to slip that by
He
you.
wants us to do good deeds that hurt us.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make it as difficult as possible. But you got me on that one. You would just say, "What? It doesn't really matter if we do it or the people at Candlekeep do it. They're going to get help." Good point. All right, so that is going to be done. You can do one minor thing before we end the campaign tonight, which is either go north, south, and east. And east is basically an encounter that will. Well, actually, if we do an encounter, that's going to take another hour. But I can tell you at least what you might or might not see. So let's go ahead and roll. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, for now, all we're doing is we're evacuating, I guess, this village of people back to Candlekeep
That's true.
to get care, really.
Yeah, that's true. You can actually go back through the gate and talk to the people in Candlekeep. If you want to do that, that's totally okay. Or if you just want to shuffle them through the gate, and then you guys can just stop here.
Yeah, we're just gonna open the enveloping pit sideways next to the gate.
All right.
And just pour them out.
All right. So basically.
Well, I mean, yeah. We're basically gonna lead them through. We're gonna tell the sorcerer guy who does have his wits about him that Olront is basically just, if you follow the cave, keep following to the left, you can find Olront up there, and then he'll help you out. That's what I'm gonna say. Anyways. That's what Kanan's gonna do. All right.
All right, so you take him through the gate. You are on the other side in the cavern. You tell the other guys in the Candlekeep what the hell's going on. You finally figured out where the main boss is, which is the Elder Brain. And then you tell them you're going to be back with either more people or a dead Elder Brain. He's in shock, but he's like, well, thanks for your help. He really appreciates it. You come back, and you can let's just pretend all the NPC picture or all the NPCs from the map are gone. And again, there's no.
We don't need to pretend. You don't need to pretend, Nelson. You're the GM. You can just delete the pictures.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm lazy right now. I don't feel like doing that. Because
yeah, but then you're gonna forget to next session. You're gonna
that's
be like,
right. They're
why
gonna,
are these things? Good?
Yeah, I mean, if the director's watching this, he says, "Does Nelson really want us to keep the people here?" Not exactly sure what he really wanted. Says, "Okay, since you're gonna make a movie about it, I got to be technical with you guys." All right, so there the guys are gone. The old man he's gonna stay behind because he wants to help you guys out. And he basically tells you, look, if you are looking to find the Elder Brain, he's going to be to the east. It's going to be an opening to a volcano. Now, you got to be careful because most of these creatures that are here, have and he is going to tell you about the templates that most of the, I'm basically just telling you that most of the monsters are going to have the Mind Flower template, which is called, I forgot the name of it. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Void Mind?
No, it's one where they turn into they have 3 heads and, they're all warped. I forgot the name.
I'm surprised you've never used
Pseudo-natural.
any psionic hole templates.
Pseudo, yeah, that's it.
Pseudo-natural, yeah.
Alright, so you guys figured it out. Alright, so most of the creatures have some sort of a template. You can read all about it. So a little heads up. They might have some supernatural ability as per the template. Resistance, damage resistance.
Those are. I just want to double check. Those are the ones from Complete Arcane, right? Or Complete Mage, or whatever it was.
No, I think they're in the Lords of Madness, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they're in the Lords.
I think there's a pseudo-natural template in the Epic Handbook that's pretty nuts. So.
Well, let's not go overboard. I mean, you have your handful with the Elder Brain and his minions, so. Yeah. Actually, the pseudo-natural doesn't give you a spell-like ability. Huh.
Can alternate form.
You get a true strike once per day.
Oh, that's good enough. Fuck it. All right.
I know this because I've played a binder before, so.
Oh well, I'll just put some more templates on it. Maybe I'll figure it out. All right. Well, again, he's basically telling you that all the monsters that you're going to be bumping into are going to be some sort of a weird, deformed creature. So again, if you meet a dire wolf or a dire boar, it's going to be that plus something else. All right, so you know what you're getting into. He's basically telling you you're going to meet some unnatural beings. This is where I wanted to get into the Ravenloft stuff, but somebody talked me out of it. So no crazy spells, no insane kind of stuff. All right, well that's where I was going with that. Eventually.
So what do you guys want to do?
I
I think going to the east is probably best, since we know that's where the Elder Brain is. That's probably where the artifact we need is. I'm just guessing.
I gave you a free tip for psionics.
Oh yeah. But that's for a psionic class, isn't it?
It's a feat. It can be applied. It's a feat that can be applied to anything that meets the prerequisites.
Oh, there's no prerequisite. Well, that's pretty low. That's not too bad. All right. Well, I have to try to kill. Long story short, I'm basically just trying to kill Xanos, and hopefully this next encounter will do it. Hopefully. All right. Well, I think this is a good spot to chillax or to stop. which is good. We started early, so we're good on time. All right. So, any questions or comments? I guess not. All right. So let me go ahead and stop the stream.